Hello and welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier and I work at the BW Studio Store. Today we are playing a game. Yeah, we got to change the names of things. But today we are playing a game called Mall Kids. About
but
you don't have to. That's fine. We changed the name of your computer store, so I figured.
well, that was a specific character beat I was doing,
I see.
where my character doesn't actually retain what the name of the store is, so he just calls it something. Then the actual name of the store is still really similar to that anyway.
Well, I based your name tag design there on the logo of CompUSA.
Well, they're out of business.
90s computer store. Yeah.
Or a place like Babbage's. I don't know if you guys had Babbage's out there.
We did, yeah. Anyway, if you don't know this channel, this is Shadows of Arconia, where we have an ongoing campaign at our in-person table on Friday nights called Shadows of Arconia 2, because we're in our second campaign over there, where we're using Worlds Without Number as our system to tell that story. We also occasionally do a different campaign, which is played in Cities Without Number. And on Monday nights, like tonight, we try out all sorts of other games. We have been off of Mondays for 3 weeks. The past 2 weeks, we had just last minute incidents come up and we had to cancel the shows. But our previous session before this was in Pirate Borg, which is a two-parter we're going to have to finish later. This will be a one-shot tonight. Next week, we have some other thing, which I forget. Oh, next week is Call of Cthulhu, which we're playing in person at my house. Normally, Mondays are not in person, but this particular one will be. So we love playing games. We love talking about games. If you want to talk about games with us, come check out our Discord. If you're watching live on Twitch, you will see the link in the chat right there. We're all in the Discord, and we all talk to each other pretty much every day in there. And if you come, we'll talk to you too. We also have a Patreon, which is also in the chat right now. That is patreon.com/Shadows of Arconia, where you can come and support the stream. Every dollar that we get out of that gets fed right back into the cost of running the 2 shows that we run here, which does add up. So we appreciate any support that we get from that. If you don't want to support us on a regular basis through Patreon, we also have a Throne wish list where you can either buy us gear or things that we need for the stream, or contribute to some gear that we will buy eventually when we have enough, because some of it's pretty expensive, and if you only want to chip in $5, that's fine. And all of that stuff will also help us improve what we're doing here. We also have a merch store, which is at shadowsofarconia.com. We have t-shirts there, harkening back to Shadows of Arconia Campaign 1. Yeah, still going, I know. And 2 new designs went up this past week with characters from Campaign 2 on them. And if you're watching live on Twitch, please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe over there, where you can find all the back episodes of both streams. And that's all, Jason. Why don't you tell us about Mall Kids? Jason's not running this game. It's a GM-less game, but he did bring it to us. So tell us what we're doing tonight.
Well, real quick, when you do go over to YouTube, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, do that.
This is Mall Kids. I got turned on to this like a week and a half ago, at most. And it's a little zine RPG that I found on itch.io, or I found it through someone doing a YouTube video about great TTRPGs that aren't D&D, and I was like, but I just watched anyway through the once again someone talking about how Pathfinder somehow isn't D&D, which just whatever. Moving on.
Let's keep politics out of the show, Jason.
They brought this up, and I was like, I was a mall kid. That sounds interesting. And I looked into it, and it's this adorable little like zine RPG where you're playing kids working at a mall. And yeah, that's the premise is you're playing kids working at a mall. We're going to go through a day in our characters' lives. And the big setup here, which was honestly my hook for pushing to get this in place sooner rather than later, is that we are going to be playing 3 teens working at the Northridge Fashion Center on the day that it reopens after the Northridge earthquake back in technically we're going to be in 95. The Northridge quake was in 94, where it was one of the biggest quakes that had hit the LA area in I don't know how long.
Anybody's lifetime that was there.
Yeah. And it did a number. Steve and I actually were basically just over the county line. But still, like we felt that quake. I felt that quake.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's where we are. I'm going to be playing Maximilian, aka Max Friction. I'm a dipshit punk kid who works at his father's co-worker's brother's computer store called the Computer Castle, which Max will only refer to as the computer store because he either can't or won't remember what its actual name is. I'm a little punk kid. I got a little mohawk. I got blue eyes, generally slouching. I kick around with an old sports coat covered in various pins and chains, some worn boots and jeans, and various band shirts, and I'm kind of anxious. And my big goal, what I want right now, is I want that import of Run Wolf Run by Guitar Wolf that somehow inexplicably our Musicland store has a copy of.
Ooh.
And I intend to get it by hook or by crook.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm playing Brian Lang, and I am 15 years old. This is my first job. It's not technically my first day since, there was work to do to get the store ready to open yesterday. But I'm not allowed out of the house all that much. I don't have the same freedom some other kids do to just sort of wander around and do whatever. So getting this job was kind of my excuse to be able to hang out at the mall. And we're going to see how that goes for me. Also, I really love the prints of the old cartoon cells that the store sells. So I'm hoping if I make enough money someday, I can get some of those framed prints, like the Mel Blanc Speechless
Brian,
ones.
where do you work again?
Oh, at the BW Studio Store.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's full of memorabilia from Borner Wuthers, and
you're not working at the Discovery store.
No, that's a whole other thing.
Well,
then, yeah, no. Well, back then a lot of things were different.
Yes. Can I help you?
Yeah. So I'm. This is my excuse to just sort of get out of the house, away from constantly being where my parents tell me to be, and instead be where my boss tells me to be. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Hi, I'm Mia. I will be playing Jada Payne. She works at the pizza spot in the food court called Pizza Mia, for lack of a better name. She's basically a slacker nerd. She went to work at the pizza place because she loves pizza and was just hoping to get all the free pizza in the world. Pardon my phone. I'll get that muted in a bit. But she won't shut up about Babylon 5 as like brand new, pretty much a brand new show at that time. It's been on for about a year. She's been playing the TTRPG Prime Directive, which was the Star Trek game back in the day. And her mom and dad are always at work or traveling, so her house is like empty except for her.
Mia, did you see the questions that I answered on my character sheet? Because that was an Easter egg for you.
I was kind of curious how that was going to come up, like in play.
I saw that, like, I'm Delin. I'm like, what?
Because in Babylon 5, who are you is what the Vorlons always ask, and what do you want is what the Shadows always ask. And those are the two answers of two of the main characters. Anyway, never mind.
Well, so something else, this isn't actually part of this game. It's just something I wanted to bring in as just a thematic sort of thing, is if your character, like, does your character have like an iconic memory about the earthquake? Like a real singular sort of like experience with it.
Yeah. Should we go in reverse order or?
Sure, dude, you sound ready, so go for it.
I was gonna say, I was thinking about this earlier. It's like my dad had a shed out in the backyard where he kept his collection of TTRG, TPP, role-playing game memorabilia and stuff. And during the quake, one of the power poles fell over with a transformer on it and burnt the shed down. He lost all of his like old school D&D books and his collection of old Rollmaster and other various books. So my dad's been sad. He's been, buckling down on eBay trying to buy up all the stuff he can get his hands on right now.
Where?
Wait, eBay wasn't a thing yet, was it?
No, it was not. But
it was not a thing.
The swap meet.
Sorry.
The swap meet was a thing.
Yes, swap meet and the classified ads in the paper.
Yeah, so mine also involves my dad, actually, because the earthquake happened at something like 4 or 4:30 in the morning. And, of course, it being 1994, the TVs weighed about 150 pounds. So my dad hopped out of bed to come see if the kids were okay, not realizing that huge crash he'd heard a moment earlier was the TV in the bedroom crashing down into the only walkway between his side of bed and the door. So he, running in the dark, tripped over the giant TV and had a giant bruise that was visible for weeks. And I, meanwhile, was barely awake, having gone right back to sleep after the earthquake and having a very different experience than my father.
Well, Maximilian's family lives in like a three bedroom apartment, like 3-bed, 2-bath, down off of DeSoto, somewhere down off fucking DeSoto somewhere. So Steve sees potentially a bit of where I'm going with this, and his 30 years on, the thing Max really most remembers about this earthquake was 4:30 in the morning, standing on their balcony because that was apparently still functioning and had not fallen away. Like the apartment across the street, the entire front of it was just on the ground, had completely fallen away, and just watching the emergency vehicles speed up and down the road, going to various calls.
Yeah. Well, we are to start our day with opening.
Yeah. Back there.
Opening our various mall stores. So the way the game is supposed to run is there are a few beats we hit in the course of our day. Opening, morning, lunch, evening, closing, and after hours. And for each of those beats, we each get to set up a scene and then play it out. So, Jason, I'm going to make you go first. Unless you absolutely refuse.
Nah. So, yeah, opening. Yeah, I mean, it's probably fucking early. I mean, probably not going, like, I'm not at work yet. Hey, do I know either of you from school? Or, like, the neighborhood?
Yeah, probably. How old are you?
I figure, like, Max is around, like, 16-ish.
We've probably seen each other at school. I would think we probably only talked here. Because we both would have been here prior to the actual opening day. We probably talked here, I think.
Okay, well, then, you know what? I'm actually gonna pull Steve and Mia in as um, my parents.
Okay.
And we are having breakfast. And it's... Fuck. Hold on. Let me see if I totally didn't. Give me a hot sec here.
Absolutely.
I want to do something silly.
While he's doing that, let me ask the chat, how's the music balance? It looks okay on the levels, but you can never tell because I can't hear it on your end.
Sounds all right to me, Steve. I've got it unmuted real quick.
Thank you very much.
Can't do it.
Thank you. It's alive.
Is that somebody we know?
It's not a first-time chatter, but I don't recall. Sorry.
All right, so
It was one of those movies. It's alive.
It's alive. Good name.
specifically, this is Monday morning, middle of summer, July 17th. Just to set that stage.
Ugh. Yay, summer
Oh, yeah.
vacay.
Well, yeah, we're in the middle of vacay. This ain't some year-round school bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am having breakfast with my folks. Mom and Dad are probably on their way out to work, and I am supposed to be getting ready for work, even though I don't have to be there just yet. You know, Dad's serving up breakfast. You know, he's excited. He's trying to be encouraging because he got me this job. You know, but you know, with a level of don't fuck this up because this is connected to like my work. Not that my dad works in like computers, but it's like his coworker's brother's place.
Sure.
And his coworker's brother's taking a chance on my bum ass. And yeah, so Dad's serving up a big breakfast for everyone. I don't really know what my folks do.
I'm in sales.
That fits. That fits.
All dads that you don't know what they do are in sales. Sales of
My
what?
dad. Yeah. Except I don't want to go with because my dad sold computers when I was a kid.
Oh, I sell something related to computers, but not computers.
But yeah, so I am, you know, as we're eating, phone rings. Ring, 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 ring.
I'll get it.
Okay.
Hello.
Jada, do you mind if I call you in as the person calling me to make sure that I'm going to be catching the bus?
Yes, hello.
Hi. This is Bob Friction?
Oh, Max's dad?
That's right. Who's calling?
Oh, this is Jada. I was just checking up on Max, make sure he's going to get to the bus on time.
Well, he's on track. You remember about the
Well-
bus, right, Max?
What bus?
The bus to get to the mall. To your
Yeah, man, I know how to get to the mall.
Okay, you're going to be on time. It's just... I'm sorry, who's calling?
Well, this is Jada, friend of Max's.
Okay. Oh, you don't work with Max?
Well, we both work in the mall, but I work in the food court.
Okay.
I sling pizza.
Well, I'm
For
sure
living.
he'll see you there on his break.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for calling, Jada. He'll be there as soon as he's done eating and out the door.
well, I hope so. I mean, his boss is a bit rough.
Yes, that's what I've heard, but don't tell him that. I say right next to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still shocked you haven't handed me the phone like someone was calling for me.
No, she didn't actually
Yeah.
say that.
Oh, well, I mean, if I can hear Max there in the background, it's like, well, I could talk to Max. I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Oh, yeah, sure, you can talk to Max.
Oh,
There you go.
What is with your dad? Oh, my God.
Can hear you.
don't pay any attention to him. It's just my dad.
Gee,
Yeah,
man,
Like
I swear to
I'm
God.
getting up from the table to go into another room.
You got one of those like super long cords, or maybe you got one of those chunky cordless
phones.
Cordless
Then
phones, just antenna.
chunky
Yeah,
cordless
Dark
phone with a
age.
silver extendable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
we had those.
yeah,
Well,
no,
you
I'm getting there. I got to get ready after breakfast.
don't miss the bus. I mean, if you miss the bus, I'll have to come and get you, and then I'll be late for work.
No, I got the bus. I'll bump into Brian I'll bump into that Brian kid on the way there. So
Oh, that
I'll
guy.
be there. I'll be there.
He looks at me funny sometimes. I don't know what to think about
Everybody
that
looks at you funny. This is gonna be crazy. Like, it's been like a year and a half since the mall was closed.
guy. It has been. It has been.
Yeah.
I don't. Just freaky. My dad is still freaking out over the fire and all the cool stuff he lost. But
Oh yeah,
whatever.
no. Like, I mean, it apparently, like, I guess the interior of the mall wasn't really that damaged, but they didn't, like, all the parking got fucked up. Did you go by and check it out at all?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
walked
it was
over there a
good.
few times, checked it out.
Like most of it was good, and then it's just like every fucking parking structure just.
Yeah, you would think that, they would build those things to withstand earthquakes out here.
You'd think they'd build a lot of stuff to withstand earthquakes out here.
Maybe in the future they will,
Knock on door frame.
right?
All right.
Did
Well,
you
I gotta
catch the episode of, oh, never mind, sorry.
No. I got to get back to breakfast because, like, my dad, he's really into me getting to work, and so I got to be on time, right?
Well, hurry up.
All right.
I'll catch you later.
Click. And I'll wander back out.
Look, because it's your first day. If you need a ride in order to make it on time, I'll take you. But you're going to have to get yourself there most days.
No, that's why I'm taking the bus.
Okay, but it's you're
It's
just...
like right up the street.
The bus is leaving pretty soon, and it looks like you're still here. That's all. And I can take you if you
the
need me.
buses come like pretty regular, and my shift isn't on yet, and I still got to get showered and everything.
All right.
Can I come in as your mother real quick?
Yeah.
It's like, you can't take him there. You've got to drop me off at the office. If you don't get me to the office on time, then I will get in trouble. His job, he's just a kid. It's not that important.
Well, that may be so to you, but the other guys at computer store might feel differently.
No, Steve, it's the computer castle.
Yeah,
You would know this.
I'm sure Bob knows. Steve does not.
That's why I'm reminding you,
Yeah,
just for this
computer
one
castle.
scene when you're saying it once.
the computer castle. I'm sure
Well,
they
whatever.
want him on time.
I'm like, your mother's a chain smoker.
Apparently.
Hey, you've got to get me to the office. Like,
All right, but you put those out in my car. I don't like when the car smells like those. At home, it's okay, but yeah, sometimes I have to put other people in the car.
I know the rule. No smoking in the car.
All right. I'll take you to your job over at the diner.
It's
Good Lord, you know I'm an Avon lady and I work in their warehouse sometimes.
A man can dream. Dream of a diner waitress wife.
You just like me in that little white skirt, don't you?
Let's wait till we're alone to have that conversation.
He's a grown boy. He needs to learn about these things.
He should be out of the house by now.
Get out of here, Max. You gotta go to work.
It doesn't start yet.
You can't leave home when your shift starts. You have to leave home
I know
before
that.
your shift starts. You just keep saying your shift hasn't started yet, like that's an explanation for you still being here.
I'm still eating my breakfast. You made this whole breakfast. I gotta eat it, right?
Yeah,
I gotta shovel this all in.
yeah. Don't get calls from your girlfriend while we're waiting for you to go.
Not my girlfriend. She's just a friend.
Is she
Making
your
sure I
girl?
get to work on time.
Back in my day, that's not how that worked.
Yeah, well, you're weird.
Yeah. All
Guys
right.
and girls can be friends.
Let's go, Mrs. Friction.
All right, let me grab my bag.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll
Yeah,
take
no,
over.
I'm gonna hop in the shower, get dressed,
All right.
and head off to Woik.
Okay.
Brian.
That's a scene. Yeah. So, as previously indicated, Brian takes the same bus as Max, which makes sense since we go to the same school where we live reasonably close to each other. I think, Brian's never taken the bus before, probably. It's his first job. He's the kind of kid that, like, he doesn't really go places without his parents driving him, but he kind of just insisted this time. He took the bus yesterday, but he's still not super confident. So I'm probably waiting at the bus stop already when you show up. And I guess, Mia, if you wouldn't mind playing the bus driver and any other passengers that may be involved.
That's cool. I was hoping you'd call me out to be the bus driver. Thanks.
Max, hi.
Yo,
What's
what's up, Brian?
You going to work?
Man,
Yeah.
it's like I'm already a wage slave, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better than school, right? At least we get something out of it.
Yeah, but we're not in school right now. It's summer.
Well, I know. You see me, like, trying to tuck away the bus schedule as though I wasn't, like, studying it frantically before you came up.
How is Brian dressed?
I'm probably...
Considering where he works?
Yeah, I'm probably already dressed in my work outfit, which I imagine is... I don't really remember what it looked like, but it's like a black shirt.
That definitely would have been like white button-up, dark trousers.
No, I don't think it was white, but I think they had like a crazy vest.
Maybe?
Whatever it is, I'm very clearly dressed in a retail work uniform.
There's a little old lady sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh, you two young gentlemen talking about work at your age. Oh my God. I thought they had passed laws against child labor.
I'm 15.
No, we got work permits.
Oh, okay.
My dad said that if I didn't work, I didn't eat. He didn't say that, but someone's dad probably said that.
I can't wait to get to the mall myself. I just gonna go for a long walk for a few hours and sit down and watch the koi in the pond. Yeah.
They don't have koi, do they? Isn't that one
No,
of those?
but they did put in new fountains.
Oh, no more koi.
Well,
No, I think they lost all the koi in the quake.
Oh,
it'll be nice
well.
to have the mall open again.
Yeah, gives me some place to go and go for a long walk and be safe.
Yeah. Well, here comes the bus, right?
Ooh, squeak! It's the air brake squeal. Opens the door. There's a
yeah, and Brian tries not to make it look like this is what he's doing, but waits to see if Max gets on this bus.
there's a burly ball.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
I mean,
yeah.
Max is slouched. He's a little fucking punk, but yeah, no, he with confidence of someone who has definitely used the bus before gets on the bus.
And I follow with that exact same confidence after I see you doing it.
Oh yeah, no.
The big burly bald bus driver's like, "Good evening, young man. How you want to help that old lady on the bus? How rude of you."
Oh, yeah, yeah, sorry. I'll reach back to help the old lady.
Oh, thank you
want,
very
man?
much.
It's like 8 a.m, man. What do you want?
I'm
Hurry up and find your seats. We've got to get going.
I think
As you can tell, I'm a few minutes late on my route.
I think Brian's doing it really like the worst possible way to help an old lady on the bus. Like I'm standing in the stairwell because I'm worried that if I get off the bus to help her, it'll leave without me. I'm just blocking her entrance, but we get it done.
Oh.
We get it done.
Come on, man. Come on. Get in here, man. Just help her up. It's
Thank
fine.
you, young man. That was so polite of you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm assuming at this point that she didn't hear the driver tell me to do it.
All right. You all have a seat now. We gotta go. Boonk. As we peel off.
Look back. The bus is full of NPC mall kids.
Yeah.
Just
Hey, Brian, how are you doing?
17-year-olds with name tags as far as the eye can see.
As far as the eye can see.
Oh man. So where the fuck are you working again?
Oh, me? I'm at the studio store.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
They had me like setting up stock yesterday, but I think today I'm just supposed to like stand out and help people find things. I don't know.
Yeah, you all sell like CDs there, right?
Yeah, we have CDs. We have a lot of movies. We have a lot of like shirts and stuff. The cool stuff is like the framed art prints, like the animation cells. Yeah.
But you sell CDs.
Yeah,
Like you got them in the those fucking obnoxious damn fucking cases so people can't steal them.
Yeah, and we got some of those big old box sets. I think this isn't released yet. It's coming out later.
Oh, that's some fun times, man.
Actually, this was probably like 99. I don't know, but
I'm impressed you still have the like the long box for that.
I have so many CDs from the 90s behind me right now. I had pulled them out to digitize them, but I hadn't done it yet.
No, but specifically because you have the long box for that.
Oh yeah, it's a collector's item to me.
Because I'm pretty sure they had mostly discontinued doing the long boxes after like the mid 90s.
Well, anyway, back to the mall.
So yeah, man, like what are you getting up to today?
I'm going to tell people where to find things, which I hope I remember everything. The store's not that big. Like, it's just a mall store. So, but yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing, Max. I'm going to be one of those guys that every time my family goes in a store, my dad makes fun of him after we walk away. I'm gonna be one of the guys that my dad makes fun of.
Yeah, that's all of us.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, probably not me, but the rest of y'all.
Yeah, because like every time my dad goes in a store, he knows where the thing is that he wants, and the person he's talking to doesn't, and he can't stop pointing that out.
And Max is saying that, not realizing that like your father would definitely make fun of Max after he left whatever store Max was in.
Yeah, Max will learn that later on in life.
Oh, I don't know if Max like would pay attention to it enough to learn, because Max thinks I'm like this is Max dressed for work. Like I'm not working at some chain store. I'm working at an independent store, so I get to show up and be a little less buttoned up. Boat like necktied.
There you go.
I don't know how that's going to work out for Max, but that's how Max has been playing it so far.
A quick question. I had an authority figure ask you to do something. Does that actually come in? Because I'm not running the scene. I don't know if that affected your...
I might have missed it. Was there something other than please sit down?
Just the bus driver saying help the old lady onto the bus. But...
well, yeah. Brian, by default, respects authority figures. Yeah. It's he respects them to their face is what he does.
Okay. It's just a weird mechanic. I'm just like, we roll dice at some point. I know the books recommend to try and do one roll of the dice each
how
scene.
To get that into like my opening scene, and I couldn't really figure out a good conflict.
Yeah.
But no, I think so. Let's try like if we think someone should be rolling dice for something, let's try and call it like that.
Yeah.
Because I think I see where Mia's coming from, that where when the bus driver said, hey, aren't you going to help that old lady?
Helping her up could have been a roll.
You'd be rolling with corporate to, deal with management or follow the rules.
Yeah, or if you had like tripped her on her way up the stairs by accident by rolling too high or something. Like.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just curious. So, and it's your scene though, Steve. So I just wanted to butt in. And
no, you know what? Because I already sort of described the conflict that was going on of me being afraid to get off the bus and out of her way while helping her up. So I think just to get the mechanics involved, I will go ahead and roll cred or corporate. That is a failure. I have failed. So what you do in this system is you roll a d6. If it's 1 or 2, you succeed. If it's 3, you succeed, but it's complicated. And then anything else is a failure. I got a 4. So I fail to help the old lady up, I guess, without looking stupid. And eventually she has to get up by herself.
Well, she probably, you probably weren't doing a good job of helping her, which was frustrating her.
Yeah.
So she got really she got a little upset and snippy with you. Like, kid, just I can walk up fucking steps on my own.
Yeah, there's our retcon. There's our retcon.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to butt in. Most inappropriate point.
Yeah, that's valid. It's very valid. Yeah, because I could easily roleplay this whole game without doing those rolls, and then later be like, oh, whoa, we didn't use the mechanics. Cool. Well, I think the bus getting to the mall, Brian looking out the window, just sort of. I think I would talk to Max. It's still hard to believe they got that parking structure back up.
I know, man. Like that stuff was like on the ground.
I've never seen like half of a car and then like the other half is flattened under a building.
Yeah, that shit was nuts.
I still don't understand. Like, can you imagine if the earthquake had been at 4 p.m.? There would have been people in there. And by the way, who the hell's cars were in the parking structure?
an older teenager runs by and like punches you in the arm. Security, you asshole! My buddy was in there, and he moves off to like leave you alone.
His car was crushed.
He was inside the building. Freaked him out. I gotta get to work. I'm running late. He like tapping on his watch as he runs off.
All right. Yeah. So we'll go in. That'll go ahead and end my scene.
Yeah. You have you just gotten off the phone with me? I'm sorry, Jada. Have you just gotten off the phone with me?
Yeah, I could say that. I've gotten off the phone. My dad is going to give me a ride to work. So if anyone was to pull in as my dad, it's like, and I'm kind of anxious about it. Is like, oh God, I got to get to work a little early. This is ridiculous. Dad, can you take me to work early this morning?
Hey, I'm having breakfast here. Like it's you're fine. Like how much time do you need to get to work?
God, it's okay. Just keep eating breakfast. I'll find my own way there.
No, I'll drive you to work, honey. But like how much time we're like what kind of like time frame we talking about here?
It's okay. It's okay. Start? Well, I got time, Dad. I'm just anxious because it's my first day back, and Xavier's in charge today, and oh my gosh, and I kind of blush a little bit. But
Xavier?
Yeah, I told you about him, didn't I?
No, honey. Who's this person? Is this your boss?
No, he's just another guy in my role-playing group.
Oh.
He's playing the captain of our ship.
Your mom will now enter. I don't know why you play those games. I don't understand anything about it.
Well, honey, I've told you time and again. It's a fun thing. It's good that she's doing social activities with other kids her age.
No, it's good. I just don't understand why you can't go to the movies or go to the beach. Like, why do you have to hang out in dark rooms? And I don't know. If you like it, that's fine. I'm just saying I don't get it. I don't get it.
In a dark room.
Shh.
Well, oh my gosh, Mom, Dad, but like just last week we played outside. Look at me, I'm all sunburned.
Yeah.
This is why I don't go outside.
But no, wait, let's get back. Who is this Xavier?
He's just one of the guys that plays in my group.
And is he the reason that you play these games?
No. Dad played Dungeons and Dragons when he was younger. I'm carrying on the family tradition.
Is it? Okay. Listen, how come he's in charge if he's not your boss? I don't...
Well, he's the Cat, leave me alone. Stop it. Well, he's in charge. He's not the manager, but he's like the senior employee at the pizza shop.
Okay, well, listen, don't spit in people's food, okay?
God, I would never do that.
I know that you say you wouldn't, but I've seen how the kids there act.
Well, you know me, I love pizza, and I would never spoil a pizza.
Well, that's definitely true. You do love pizza. You have a good time at your first day on the job. I hope it all goes well, and if there's another earthquake, get out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we are in the food court. We're on the lower level. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'll run like heck.
Yeah, if you being on the stand in a doorway, and when the shaking stops, get outside, get away from power lines. You know all this. You know this. But
oh yeah. Gosh, Mom, I swear, you're so paranoid.
Well,
you think another earthquake's going to strike that soon after that? I mean, that one was.
Oh, but nobody knew the first one was going to happen. And let me tell you something. When one day your daughter goes back to work at a building that's just been reopened and some of it's still being rebuilt, come on. I don't think I'm that crazy here.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mom. I appreciate you caring. She means to give you a big hug.
I'll give you a big hug.
Love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Is it time to go now? You gotta go now?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
All right, let's go.
Thanks, Dad. Bye.
You sure you're gonna be okay at work today?
Oh, absolutely. It'll be great. Yes.
You're not so your face when you say you're gonna be great.
It's gonna be great at Pizza Mia.
You've been dropping on my phone calls. I complain about the work all the time. Yes.
As long as we're gonna get it through, right?
Oh yeah, that's fine. I just pizza money. I've got CDs to buy and RPG books to pick up.
You got any other plans for the day?
I don't know. Might meet Max for lunch. You know, granted, I work to the lunch because that's our rush time, but you know, maybe he'll come out there and talk.
Yeah, it seems like the kind of guy that would, take the middle of the day to, when everyone wants their fucking service. He seems like the kind of guy that's going to be somewhere else.
Maybe. Just because he's got a mohawk and he listens to punk music doesn't mean he's like a major slacker.
No, I didn't say it was because he had a mohawk and listened to punk music. It's because I met him before, and he's kind of a slacker.
We all had. I mean, all you guys think that us kids are all slackers these days.
Okay, honey.
Us Gen Xers are, hardworking and determined young people. We're going to change the world. Just you wait and see.
Every generation says that. But every generation, the world changes too, no matter what.
Yeah, right. Well, I appreciate the ride to work.
This
I know
is
you
like
and Mom are going out of town soon again, as usual. I'll make sure to keep a close eye on things at the house.
Wait, what?
Aren't you and Mom going out of town?
Oh, right. Yeah, we've got that. We've got a whole over the weekend. We got a whole big weekend planned. So no parties.
Oh, no, never.
No crazy stuff.
Nope.
You got to leave the crystal meth either at work or at school.
God. Dad, don't do that.
All right. You have a good day, sweetie.
Right. Bye. Clunk, close the car door, run off towards the store. As I go inside, I immediately go to work. We've got pizza dough to make. Xavier's running late, but he does arrive. Steve, you want to pick up as Xavier, my crush?
Yeah, but I'd like to pause for a minute for tech. The chat is saying they can't understand a word we're saying, and I don't know why. They're talking about choppy audio. This happened once before, a few weeks ago. Okay, I'm okay. We'll go ahead and continue. If it happens again, please let us know, because we are not going to be aware of it. It's completely invisible to us. Anyway, let's get back to it. You were arriving at your job, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I should run the scene, but I was just going to say I'm running inside. I'm getting the pizza dough ready. Xavier shows up late for work.
Oh, hey. Jada, what, are you working today?
Yeah, once again, good Lord.
Okay, I thought it was going to be Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy called me to cover her shift. She apparently, I don't know what's wrong with her.
Well, okay. She's probably a little hungover.
Well, why are you late? You should have been here before me.
I'm on time because the store opens when I get here.
Okay. Whatever, buddy.
Yeah. Indeed.
Giving you the it's more of the indifference. I act indifferent to Xavier.
Yeah. Xavier, a little sleepy-eyed, hair not quite combed, clearly also hungover, opening the store and letting you in.
Thank you. Gosh. All right. Got to get to work.
Yeah. Let's make the pizza.
Fire up that oven.
Is it an oven or is it a heat lamp?
I think we got a pizza oven in there. Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to hit the soda fountain, make sure that the Dr. Pepper is dispensing just right.
Yeah, you got to mix that right. I think that's probably the one thing you and Xavier are in just full agreement on.
This is coming out all right. How's your soda?
That's good. Yeah, this is definitely helping.
Okay. Free soda all day today, right, boss?
Absolutely not. And don't call me boss. Look, if too much is missing, they can tell.
All right, well, I'll go easy. Maybe 2 larges to the whole shift.
There you go. And plus, we got to be behind the counter. We don't want to be running to the bathroom all the time.
That's true.
Can Max make a little appearance in this scene?
Absolutely. Please do.
So, like, the Pizza Mia is are the shutters or like the grating still down? Like it's one of those like counters with like the cook space behind it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's got like a glass cabinet, they've got sell by the slice, so that we'll have pies out under the lamp, under the glass display case, and then the register counter down at one area with the pizza oven behind us. The shutter's been open, but there's a sign on the counter that says closed until so on.
So yeah, like as you and Xavier are talking, Max and Brian come strolling. Like I'm assuming Brian's coming in, making his way to work like a good employee because he's really excited to work at the WB store.
Terrified. I'm sorry, the BW store.
Yeah, I know.
The Borner Weathers.
But like Max just breaks right off and beelines for Pizza Mia and goes, Hey, Jada, can I get a slice?
Oh, we're still working on some pizza, but there might be some in the fridge. Hold on a sec.
Oh, come on. You don't have anything ready yet? Come on, hook me up.
I look around. I'm like, Xavier's like, well, if you give me like 10 minutes, I can get you something. We're just getting the pies put together.
I see.
I thought y'all have stuff ready by now.
I think when Brian sees Max peel off to go talk to Jada, Brian then follows Max to also talk to Jada. Hi, Jada. How you doing?
Yeah, come on. Like we're two hungry workers here.
Yeah, we got
Hi, Brian.
Things to do.
Well, there are some pies left over in the cooler. 1 minute. I'll get you set up. 1 sec.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh, then can I roll to see if
I'm going to defy Xavier, who.
Yeah, so you're gonna roll cred.
Yeah, you got to roll cred.
It's a single D.
Yeah,
under 3. Come on.
You want?
I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. Which means you
get complicated.
You can give us the pizza, and I think Xavier walks out as you're handing it to us.
Yeah.
Jada, what are you doing?
Nothing. You guys need it. You're not the boss of me. You just told me that 2 minutes ago, and then I handed
No,
it
I
over. You
said
guys
don't
need some-
call me boss. That's not the same thing. I am in charge. You can't just be giving out pizza, Jada.
Ah, come on, man. She's just helping out some fellow workers. It's like we're opening back up. It's the first day.
You guys
Yeah,
are
hey.
not fellow workers. You both literally work at different places.
We work in the same place, Xavier. The
No.
same building.
No, that's not what's Jada, if I see this again, there's going to be trouble. All right? I don't want to have to like make a thing out of it, but like we can't do this.
Like you've never given away free pizza.
Not when the person running the shift came out and caught me, no. Anything's
All right.
okay if you don't get caught, all right? Don't let me catch you.
Jada. Hey, I need your help later. When are you going on break?
I don't know.
You
Ask
know,
my boss.
I'm still here, right?
When can I go on break?
You know I'm still here too,
Not
right?
like right now, like later, like after
Yeah,
lunch or some shit.
Yeah, hi, Brian.
Listen, Jada, what? Brian, I'm gonna be Brian over here. Okay. Jada, what? What are you doing after work?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know, Brian. I'm sure I've got something I've got to do.
Man, I think she's sleeping after work. It's going to be a big day today.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, maybe I'll see you at lunch then.
Maybe.
I'll
be here.
I'll come back here on my break.
Okay. Gonna roll my eyes and turn away. I look
Yeah.
over at Max. I'm like, see, Max? See, Max? See?
Yeah, no, I see. Thanks for the pizza. And after lunch, take your break after lunch.
That's
You
right.
gotta take a smoke
After lunch is your
lunch.
break. After lunch is your break. Right now, not your break. Get back to it.
All right. Xavier.
Yeah, Brian has already walked off. He's feeling awkward.
All right.
Yeah, no, like Max is walking off like for like once, back straight, head held high because he has got some free fucking pizza.
Free pizza.
Brian's also eating the pizza.
Even better than the breakfast his dad made.
Now, question again on the mechanics. Since I complicated that roll, do my stats change? Do I transfer one
You know
out
what?
of Corp into Cred, or
So after you roll for an action, decide if either of the following statements are true and adjust. So
It says when you find success in chaos or impulsiveness or by breaking the rule. I don't think it counts as success if you hit a 3. I think
3,
that's
yeah, 'cause it
probably
was
what a 3
complicated.
does.
so my Corp and Cred just stay the same
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, that's what I would think.
but if you look at the next paragraph down,
Yeah.
once per beat, each player can choose to voluntarily move a point from one stat to the other. To do this, you need to describe a short scene. You can act out this scene with other players, if that makes sense, and is interesting to everyone at the table. You can do cred to corp by taking more responsibilities, corp to cred by publicly blowing off your responsibilities. So I think she could call that as moving from corp to cred.
Yeah, if you want to.
I think so, because when Xavier leaves to go back behind the door, I'm like,
Okay. I'm going to just put up a quick tracker for each of us on corporate.
which I guess goes back to each of your scenes too, if you want how you would have adjusted that yourselves too.
I didn't do that much that was one way or the other.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have chosen to do that yet, even if I'd remembered it. So yeah, I will do that thing that I said, but I'll do it more quickly over. So you moved it from corp to cred. So you now have 4 cred and 2 corp.
2 Corp, yeah.
Alrighty. I'll make that as we continue playing, but let's move on to the morning.
Yeah, so we got to get to work. We could learn something new, create a plan. feel like I got a little bit of that in already. But
Yeah, I think I kind of bled over into the morning with my scene a little bit. Yeah.
But you know what? Well, Mia, do you want that to be like opening and morning, just as like a congruent sort of thing, or a contiguous sort of thing?
Yeah, it kind of bled together,
Okay.
Which then I guess would be morning for you guys to roll through. Morning to
Yeah.
lunch.
Yeah, good point. I mean, I definitely read that as open. I mean, technically, Max and Brian never got to their stores to open it. So what Jada did was much more opening.
Well, no, that's so. If you're looking at the bit where it's talking about the day, so they're like ideas of what to do for each beat. Is like opening is like this define group goal, talk about what's happening, make promises. Morning is get to work, learn something new, create plan. Lunchtime's good for taking a break, venting about work, processing our goals. Then evening, winding down.
All right, so you all need to get to work.
Yeah, we got to get to work.
Well, I mean, you got to get to work.
That's true. Well, I left before you, so I'm probably at work.
Well, do you want to call your beat for morning then, or should Max?
You go ahead. Just
Okay.
buy me time on this thing I'm doing over here.
Understandable. So yeah, Max is definitely not at work. He is down at the arcade, probably playing some Street Fighter 2 or some shit, or being absolutely enamored with the garbage that is Altered Beast. Like, that game isn't good, but he loves it anyway.
No, we'll talk later.
No, he's probably playing Strider.
Okay,
Like
Strider. Heck yeah.
Also good. Also good.
That was one of my favorite games, even though I was terrible at it.
I was terrible at Altered Beast.
Everyone was terrible at Altered Beast.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Right.
But, it had really hunky guys, and so, it's got monsters, it's got hunky guys, it's got something for everyone. But he is down at the arcade, popping quarters into machines, thinking to himself, I really need to get up to the shop, up to the computer store, but just one more go. When a buddy of his, Frank, comes running up, hey, Max, dude.
Hey, I'll play Frank.
Well,
no, actually, I don't know what Frank's about to say. So you play Frank for now.
I will let you know what Frank is there to let Max know that he has seen this Guitar Wolf import album at the Music Land.
Max, that album you were looking for.
Up, man?
I found it.
Yeah,
it's at the Music Land. It's at the Guitar Wolf one, the import.
Oh shit! The fuck does Music Land have Run Wolf Run? It's fucking Music Land.
Hey man, you know what? A broken clock is right twice a day.
I don't know how that's relevant, my dude, but
it just means even something that doesn't fucking work at all sometimes gets it right by accident.
Man, I want that fucking album. That shit's like, Guitar Wolf's fucking dope.
I know. That's why I came and told you.
Can I jump in real quick? I don't want to intrude, but
yeah.
I would say there's like a 12-year-old kid who's like there, and he's like, "Hey, if you want to go to the record store, I'll take over your game for you."
Man, shut the fuck up, kid. I'm almost done. I'm almost dead anyway.
Go
back to your mom to get quarters. Katie Toys is right around the corner.
Max, don't you know who this kid
down
is?
On the deck.
Don't you know who this kid is? You give him that game, you won't be almost dead. I promise.
Man, I don't give a shit.
Give him that game.
I
Give him
love
your
this game, but I'm terrible at it.
That's great.
I'll still be playing when you get back. Come on.
Yeah, but I gotta
This is the best Strider player in the mall.
care. I'm probably the worst Strider player in the mall.
Right. So let him save
my game.
Let him save your
my
game.
game.
All right. You do
You
you.
You do
You.
your own quarters. I told you, like, go, like, KB Toys is around the corner. Go talk to your mom.
Your character probably dies while we're arguing.
Oh yeah, no, I've been so distracted, and I'm just like, man, fuck, I gotta get to work. And
Kid like pulls his wallet out and he's like counting his cash. It's like, how much is that album? Did you say?
yeah, it's like $50, kid.
Oh, mom, can I have 50? He runs off to find his mom.
Man, that kid ain't even gonna know what he's fucking looking for. Dumbass kid. Yeah, so
yeah.
Max is gonna take off for work. Ugh. It's a fucking scam, man, having to go to work.
Our ancestors lived outside. This is Frank. Our ancestors lived outside. They had no jobs. They had nothing to do with their time. They didn't have any bosses to answer to. They spent 2 hours a day working, and their work was finding food. You know what they did the rest of the time? Fucking nothing.
Frank, you know they did other stuff.
But it was like chill, like no, I'm obviously, and I'm mad at them for that, because if they hadn't done that, I wouldn't have to fucking go to work right now.
Man, where'd you get work?
Oh, shit, I should be there. He runs off.
He works at the Trencer store, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
No, he doesn't even work at the mall.
Okay.
Oh.
So Max, you gonna roll against one of your stats to arrive late and see how that works out for you?
I am gonna
try to arrive on time
or sneak in.
If you're like sneaking in to try and make it seem like you arrived on time, that's cred.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
There was something about boosting your roll to get a second die in there too.
Yeah, so
like,
if you're
for advantage
Yeah.
You roll an extra die, and if you get help, you get an extra die. But you're only going to get a maximum of up to 3 dice. And
nobody's helping you.
No one's helping me. But I don't think my punkish nature is really conducive to being super sneaky in this sort of situation. So I think it's just gonna be 1 die.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
You successful there?
That is absolutely a success.
All right.
So
that moves one from.
And I'm gonna do that too. I wanna scooch a point from corporate to cred.
Yeah, that happens automatically when you get like a complete success. That's the first part. When you find success in chaos or impulsiveness by breaking the rules, move 1 point from corporate to cred. But then you also have the option to do it at will once per beat.
Max, like, it's what was that? Adaptive camouflage. Like, he just strolls in like he's supposed to be there. Never mind, he's supposed to be there. But just like, no, this is I'm coming in exactly when I'm supposed to be. I mean, obviously this is when I'm supposed to be here, because this is when I'm here. And just rolls up right behind the counter. Because he doesn't really know a lot about computers. He's mostly there just to, ring people up, answer the phone, and have a general idea of where shit is in the store to point people towards.
Your boss is Mike, and he is so knowledgeable about computers that he doesn't have any room in his brain to be knowledgeable about humans. So he sees you walk in as though this is the time you're supposed to arrive and just buys it. Like subconsciously just swallows that and continues working on whatever he was working on.
Well, yeah, because if people come in, I'm supposed to refer them to Mike.
Yeah.
Because he knows what he's talking about.
That's right. He knows how to build these things, like circuit board up.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm writing some names down so I don't forget them.
Alrighty.
Mike's
your boss. Fred's your friend.
Fred the friend. I had written Frank.
Oh, Frank. No, you're right. We did say Frank. I forget.
Yeah, but I want it to be Fred now because that reminds me of Fred Burger.
Fred Burger. I thought you were going to say Flintstone. All right.
Man, what do you think I am? Some fucking boomer?
The Flintstones was still on when we were kids.
No, I literally just had a conversation with a woman like Thursday afternoon because she was putting an order in, and I asked for her name, and she said, Lucy, like I love Lucy. And when she came in, because my brain immediately popped to, wait a minute, does anyone ever ask, like, what are you talking about? Because I Love Lucy's really old.
Yeah.
Or like Lucy Van Pelt.
Yeah, but it's one of those. It's one of those few shows that's gonna be.
It's like
evergreen.
Kind of iconic. Like I remember I Love Lucy, and I grew up in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, like an entire person could have grown to adulthood twice in the time between I Love Lucy and my childhood, but I still watched it all the time.
Oh, I never watched it, but I knew it. I knew what it was.
Okay.
But I mean, I was like, in this case, it was a like, do like Gen Z kids have any context for I Love Lucy?
It might not, but they will. Like, I think it'll still be they'll see it eventually. Anyway.
But yeah, yeah, I get to work. I've learned new stuff. I already got a plan forming in my head. Do any of y'all want to give me any complications on getting to work, even though I totally got there, but
yeah,
no,
I think you kind of already did the role to get in, so I think probably a customer is coming in at this point. Hey,
it's welcome to the computer store. What do you need?
Well, it's like a 55-year-old man. So my company needs to get some computers. We're trying to move from paper to like computers to track inventory. What kind of computer is best for that?
Oh, dang. Probably one of those really smart ones. Mike, this guy's got a question about like updating from paper to electronic stuff.
Are you Mike? You got to do it, me. I'm already the other guy.
Okay, I was like, I guess I was like, I think I'm Mike now. Oh yeah, hello, sir. Welcome to the Computer Castle. I'm sorry, what was that Max was trying to tell me? You need a computer for what again?
So I'm in shipping, and the company wants to move all of our records from paper documents to a database, I think it's called. I was sent here to sort of find out what kind of computers we need, how much they'd cost, like what's the best system for us to use for that.
Oh, well, I'm surprised Max couldn't point you to this computer. Here, it's specifically called a business computer. And as you can see by the placard that it has database software built in, and it has the freshest like operating system.
And what's an operating system and a software?
Oh,
Yeah, boss.
I know that you guys know all this stuff, but I'm a regular person. I don't know computers.
no, I don't. I personally don't know PCs from that era because I was like a avid Amiga person back then. So,
No,
was
I also couldn't.
Windows a thing yet on
Oh, absolutely. It
PCs
was.
Oh
at
yeah,
That
that
was
no,
point?
the.
we
Yeah.
well into Windows 3.1,
I remember like
uh,
Windows 95 is
Yeah.
like
Windows 95.
Windows
where my
95, I don't think it either hadn't hit yet or it just hit. But
and then XP was like my
most
first
people
PC
were on
operating
Windows
system.
3.x, and then there was, but a lot of people were still on DOS as well, which might
Yeah.
be what they would use in a
Oh.
business setting.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
as far as shipping inventory software, I have absolutely no idea.
I have no idea either.
It's a software and an OS, yeah. So, okay, you know what? I think Max might have to do a corporate role to point that
Yeah.
guy to Mike and make it seem like he knows what he's talking about while still deflecting enough to make Mike answer the question.
Like he kind of
Okay,
pulled you
cool.
aside. It's like, Max, we've talked about this. The operating system is what makes the computer work, and the software is what's on the computer to like do things. You've played games on computers, haven't you, Max?
Yeah.
Okay, that's software.
Cool. So I'm calling since I've got working at the computer store as part of my background.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm pulling an extra die here.
I'm going two
But
dice.
now
Okay.
in order to get, because you moved a point out of Corp,
Yeah,
you need a 1 to get an unqualified success. And if you get a 2, then it gets complicated.
And then utter
I
failure.
can manage complication.
Yeah.
So you have advantage on this roll.
Look at look at the valley over the last year and a half. That's complicated.
And with advantage,
That seems like
Oh, that
two
is-
sixes.
With advantage. Nope, that's 2 2s.
oh,
No,
Complicated
that's
as hell.
perfect. No, that's perfect. I love it. So yeah, ooh.
The guy's actually going to turn back to you and say, "Wait a minute, weren't you the same kid that I saw over at the other computer store on the other side of town yesterday?
Nah, man.
I know you're that kid. You look just like that kid, and you told me I should buy." And he points to like some other random computer. You told me I should buy that one.
Man, Sir, you are definitely in error. That was not me at that other computer store.
Look,
I know this because I don't go into computer stores.
How
And the
many
only
kids
other
that
job
look
I
exactly?
had was at the Music Land down the way, and that didn't last very long. But Mike here has been an absolute sweetheart, taking me in and trying to get me up to date on all this high-tech rigmarole.
This whole thing just smells fishy to me. I think you're trying to take me for a ride, and I don't trust these computers, and I don't trust computer people.
Well, then I don't know why you don't trust me.
Because
I
I
am
saw
computers,
you.
and I
We
ain't exactly
talked.
computer people. I don't know what I'm talking about.
This
That's why I tried to get my boss.
guy
'Cause he
cannot
knows
tell
what he's
teenagers
talking
apart.
about.
Is
This
the
guy
problem?
right here, this guy's been like studying computers. He's got like a degree in computers, man.
That's not better. I mean, this guy can't tell teenagers apart, and he is using that to deflect away from how ignorant he feels in the store.
Yeah, because he's being a butthead.
Yeah.
well, sir, I can guarantee you that this is the kind of computer I can give you some handouts, some flyers, some information, and you could take it back to your boss. Maybe you can make a decision then.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that, and then maybe I'll be back, as long as that guy's not here.
Max I can't imagine you working in another store, right? Okay. Well, I can guarantee you when you come in, sir, he will be in the back room taking inventory.
All right. He's gonna wander off. That wasn't much of a complication. It's all I could come up with.
Hey, I'm sorry, boss. I wasn't trying to cause you that much undue whatever the fuck was wrong with that geezer.
Hey, careful with your language here in the store, Max. I understand that we all talk that way, but we
Punk
are
kid.
at work.
Yeah.
And if you see that guy come in again, just immediately go to the back room and yell my name to man the counter.
Boss, if that guy comes in again, he will not. I will get you, and he will not see me.
Okay, I appreciate that. But we need to get you up to speed on these computers so you know what to talk to or how to talk to these customers. Most of them don't know anything about it, so if you know just a little bit more than them, then you'd be great at sales. Okay, we'll talk more later after your lunch break.
Yeah. Do we want to move on to Brian getting to work now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so Brian's going to go in. And I think Brian has been sort of like leaning forward to eat the pizza, trying not to get anything on his work uniform. And he's just like, I don't even want pizza in the morning. I just wanted to talk to Jada. And like, I already had breakfast, but I mean, like, pizza's great. What am I supposed to do with this thing? And then he's going to like find a napkin, roll the pizza up, and try to put it in his pocket.
Oh,
That's the. Mwah, mwah.
it's like, did you get a piece of pepperoni or just cheese pizza? That's
Oh,
gonna be a.
Yeah, I got the works.
Oof.
I would say if you're stuffing that in your pocket, you need to roll like.
Yeah, I think you need to roll corporate to, because you're gonna that. No, you know what? He's doing something sneaky,
Yeah,
trying to
I'd
keep
say-
that pizza from other people knowing he's got that pizza on him.
You might stain your clothes, so yeah,
Yeah.
roll up some cred.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna look back at my background, even though half of it's just Babylon 5 reference bullshit. See
Yeah, I know.
if there's anything that can help.
You see what Commander Sheridan did? Yeah, the
Yeah,
Kumite episode. Oh my god, I can't believe they're producing those graphics on a desktop computer. Oh my god.
Absurdly long wallet chain. I have experience fitting oddly sized things in my pocket. I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. We'll
Yeah.
go.
We'll go with that, right?
Will we allow that, Jason? Okay.
Yeah,
we'll
no,
allow
fuck
it.
it. Let's do it.
All right,
We'll allow
I'm gonna roll 2
So you
dice.
got 2 dice, right?
Yep. I got a 4 and a 6.
Oh, well.
I have got pizza sauce all over
Oh,
my
yeah.
pants.
No, man, come on. It's just you got a big grease stain on your thigh.
Yeah. It's
What-
on my
well, wait.
hands too. That's what I didn't account
What-
for. Is that
What like are you wearing like tan khaki like khakis
Yep.
or like dark jeans?
I think it's light colored jeans actually.
Ooh.
And yeah, and it's like
Oh yeah, so that's gonna be real noticeable.
so what I didn't account for was I got the pizza in there completely protected by the napkin, but the grease had already gotten on my hands. And so
So
now
yeah,
that's
yeah.
everywhere.
Your boss.
Yeah. My boss is probably Karen.
Karen.
Karen the boss.
Karen?
Karen.
Oh, okay. Well then, Mia, do you want to take over Karen?
Oh, can I be a Karen, or just a Karen?
You can be any kind of Karen
Be
you
a
want.
Karen.
Oh gosh, Brian, I know you're here on time. I'm glad you're here, but what in the world is wrong with your pants?
I'm sorry, I got grease on me. I didn't know what to do.
Good God. What am I gonna do with you?
I can just go like if I go to the bathroom, I can get some water. I can wash it off and then like maybe use the air dryer to dry off real quick?
You do what you can. Good Lord. Or if anything, would just keep you in the back all day.
Okay, I'm really sorry. I got dressed. Maybe I shouldn't have got dressed till after I ate. I'm gonna run to the back and do that. I'll try and wash up and see how clean I can get it. How about I roll corp on this one?
Oh yeah. You're
It's
trying to do
just
good work. You're trying to deal with management. You're trying to follow
Janet.
the rules.
I got
You're going to be doing Brian's work today.
I got a 3. So complication. My suggested complication is that getting the clothes clean does work, but using the air dryer to dry off my clothes while I'm still wearing them does not work. So I have wet pants now.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So I mean, did you really try and like damp a lot of it, spread it around, get it off?
I feel like I
You
used
help move that stain from like your outer thigh to like over to your inner thigh, so maybe it looks a bit more like you peed yourself.
that absolutely happened. All of those things absolutely happened. I'm using those like paper towels from a bathroom that they're barely paper towels at all, so much as just like paper, like brown paper bag material. Like they're one step from that. And
They don't absorb water at all.
yeah, they don't absorb water at all, and that's what I'm trying to use to scrub the pants off. And so you have to use way too much water. And there's like the only soap is like powdered hand soap, and it's the 90s. People still had that out. So like it works, but then like the air dryer like just doesn't work because the air is. I'd have to take my pants off to hold them up there, which I won't do. So I'm trying to just like blast the air down at the pants. Hey Gibbs. And yeah, it's not going well for old Brian.
It's like somebody walks in, right? Come
Yeah.
on, Jason, you want to play somebody that walks in on him doing that in the bathroom?
Am I a coworker who's bumping into you in the store toilet, or are you in like one of the
I'm like in an employee place. So
toilet?
yeah. No, I'm in an employee place. I wouldn't go like to the public. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can walk in on me. You can be like the
Oh,
guy
no, that's
from Orange
so
Julius.
No. I'm your coworker,
Dwayne?
Dwayne. Hey man, come on! I need to use the toilet, man.
Hold on, Dwayne. I'm sorry.
Come on,
Just a
man.
second.
What are you doing in there?
A bunch of
this
stuff.
This isn't the time to be cranking it, man.
I'm not. That's not what's happening.
Come on, man.
No, I just. I open the door.
Damn.
It was pizza.
You're gonna go on the floor like that?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. It was pizza. It got grease on my. I got grease on my whole outfit. I had to try and wash myself in the sink. How's your first day back going?
So I'm curious. Do you still have that pizza in your pocket?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's
Man,
lunch.
I just gotta pee, man.
I'm gonna leave the bathroom. All right. And I'll sadly, dejectedly go back to see Karen. There's nothing more I can do.
It's like, oh my, Brian, I don't know if I should like scold you or be embarrassed for you. It's just terrible. But what I've done, we're going to take this out of the store's inventory. You can wear this apron while you're drying off. It's an item for sale. So it's an advertisement. You're going to wear an advertisement at work today.
This is great. Oh, thanks, Karen. This is a good idea. That's why you're the boss.
And she hands you a My Little Pony apron.
Okay.
I think that was a Borner Brothers.
Yeah, Borner Weathers.
thing. I have no idea.
We're changing some
Anyway.
names, but not others, is the gist of
Yeah.
this. Yeah. All right.
My Little Shoney, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did actually intend to go back and put real background stuff in after my little joke, but I didn't actually do it. So the background stuff's kind of in my head. I know the character very well. But let's move on. That'll close out my scene. I think that Brian is well and truly destroyed forever.
Painful.
Oh wait, you know what?
Painful, Brian.
After this, I think Brian's a little cranky, so I am going to move a point to cred because God, does he need that?
What's he doing to get that cred?
Every time a customer comes in, I'm gonna talk shit about My Little Pony, like surreptitiously, like when the boss isn't looking.
Oh, you're gonna be that guy.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be helpful. I'm gonna help the customer, but I'm also gonna be like, can't believe they make me wear this shit. You know what I mean?
Spoilers to everyone, including the audience. I say that because I was that guy at one point.
You're
Oh,
not
no.
surprising anybody.
No, specifically around Titanic. Because I worked at a Suncoast,
There you go.
and that shit was omnipresent.
Oh yes, it
I'm
was.
sure it was.
Here's the
It
thing.
was.
I liked that movie. Didn't like it that much because of how omnipresent it was. I saw it in the theater 5 times because that's
Ouch.
what everyone kept going to do when I was hanging out with my friends.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
Nope.
I didn't
You
even
made
like
up
it.
for me
I didn't
because
even like it
I've
that much.
never seen it.
It's legit. The backlash against the movie was caused by how overexposed it was.
Oh.
Outside of that, on its own merits, it's pretty good.
It's
But
pretty
it's
good.
not-
yeah,
yeah.
I'll give it
Yeah.
that.
Anyway,
So,
It's
that's my scene.
Jada, do you want another scene?
yeah, we can move into that. I know it's like around break time.
It's a brown bro. We're actually a little late for break. But yeah, you can do a scene now if you want. If not, we can take our break and come back and do our character's lunch.
Okay, I'm down.
That sounds better. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We'll take
Cool.
10 minutes, and we'll see you guys in 10. We are back, but I would like just one moment from everyone, please. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Were you actually speaking, Jason?
What?
He's just
Oh,
moving
okay.
his mouth.
He's moving his mouth. Okay. No, good. That's everything working is what that is. I can hear you now. So I've changed the way that I am capturing the audio from Mia and Jason, which was an issue we were having in the first half. So if anyone's still there in the chat, please let us know if everyone's audible. And all right. And Kenny, I want you to know, I'm going to hold up my loop deck here. I have rigged up a button with your name on it specifically to do this. I can call you out with one push. It's right next to the Discord and Patreon links.
That's lovely.
All right. Well, we are back. I got the wrong music playing probably. Let's get on some mall music. This is like Kenny G style, sort of generic mall music. Life goal achieved. Yeah, it's lunch break. Now, who would like to take their lunch break scene first?
Well, it's lunch time.
Well, that's true, but it does say take a break, vent about work,
Yeah.
progress your goals. We all have lunch. I imagine it will be easier. Well, I don't know. We can scatter them, and then I could go visit Jada at work.
Yeah, during the lunch period, I will be really busy in the food court. Being the first day back, it's the I guess the mall is slammed, food court
Oh
is
yeah.
packed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I am taking orders. Like, would you want a slice of pepperoni? What would you like on? What would you like on that? Okay,
Yes, I want a
and how big is
Supreme.
soda?
I want all the soda. That's as big as you got. Don't
That's
you
the
have
biggest
bigger
we've got.
sodas? I need bigger soda. I'm
Look
a growing
around,
guy.
lady. like,
I'm this guy's
nope.
wife. You're a fat guy, is what you are. You don't need that much soda.
No, soda's good for you. It's got all those like electro sugars and carbolites.
No, you're watching too much of that health nut on 1 a.m. You need to think about changing your habits. I've been watching.
Well, that's why I'm getting the onions and bell peppers on my pizza.
I saw this guy on Ricky Lake, and he was talking about how if nothing you're doing is working, then that means that you need to change what you're doing. You already eat pizza and soda all the time, and look at you. You're the size of a moose.
Damn, am I that big?
Well, the best I can do for you, sir, is to give you the biggest cup we have with no ice. That'll get you as much soda as you can possibly get in one go from here. But I think the sub place over there is selling a larger soda. So if you want to get your pizza here and get your soda there, you can get a bigger soda there. But you need to hurry up and make up your mind because we've got more customers behind you.
I want the pizza with everything on it. So it's got like lots of meats and lots of veggies because veggies are healthy.
No, that part's true. That part's
no matter
true.
what you put them on or how you cook them, veggies are healthy.
Absolutely. That's where nutrients come from, out of the dirt because of the sun.
You want 2 or 3 slices of Supreme. We've got to throw it in the oven just for a minute. It'll heat right up.
Definitely 3 slices.
Okay.
I got to get more veggies is more healthy.
This whole game, by the way, has made me want pizza so bad. And by the time we're done playing, it's going to be too late to go get some pizza.
I'm jonesing for it myself because I'm trying to cut down because, I eat too much of it.
Yeah. Well,
right, so I'm scrambling to do my job and kind of grumbling under my breath a little bit. People bugging me for pizza. So I just want pizza for myself and yada yada.
This weird couple arguing about their diet in front of you.
Yes. Well, I mean, they had to wait till they got up to the front of the line, and then they start arguing about it.
Yeah, well, she didn't know he was going to be like, "How much soda can I fit in a cup?" That's what set her off.
And I'm all like, "Hurry up and make up your mind already."
The whole time he's been in line, he's like, "I want pizza, but they don't have big enough soda pops."
So, do you think I should roll a corp for kind of like mouthing off to the guy to hurry up and make up his mind? See if
probably. If you want to do it in a way that's like polite and suggesting that it's because there's other customers behind him, then that would be corp. If you just want to get him out of your hair, that would be cred, I think.
All right. Well, then that's going to be cred.
All right.
That's a 3. So yeah.
Yeah, you passed that.
Hurry up and like get his food out of the oven. I've got like 2 paper plates. I slide the 3 pieces of pizza on, hand him his plastic tray. I've already given him his soda. Ring him up. That'll be a $6.50.
And she's already eating toppings off of his pizza.
Oh, hold on. I got my credit card here somewhere.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, I think 90. I guess I've got a credit card machine, or maybe I got one of those little chunk to like.
You got one of the carbon
roll it onto like the across the the non-carbonated copy paper stuff, and like, here, sign here, sir.
I have a question for you guys about the moving of points. It says when you find success in chaos or impulsiveness or by breaking the rules, move 1 point from corporate to cred. does that mean we keep doing it and we do it more as her cred score increases? Because she rolled a 3, which is under her score of 4. So she did find success. It doesn't say it has to be 1. But she found flawless success. So I feel like we need to move another point.
See, I was kind of like, I'm kind of unsure because I feel like you're supposed to roll for it and then decide if like that statement is true about what you did, like whether you got success or not, like, or I guess whatever your success is, did you do it through chaos or impulsiveness or by breaking the rules or by perfectly executing a plan or following the rules?
Yeah, I can see it that
really
way.
Going for either.
I can see it that way, but I can also interpret in the chaos or impulsiveness as a general description of what you roll cred for versus a specific description of
because we have what you generally roll cred for, which is fitting in with other employees, doing something sneaky, abusing your power, or breaking the rules.
Okay, so breaking the rules is on both lists, but the other items are different. Yeah, I think your interpretation makes more sense to keep the game going, because if we do it every time we roll all the way under a stat, it's going to get easier. We're going to lose points more quickly as we go on.
I mean, at the same time, like, we should be setting ourselves up with, conflicts and shit that aren't necessarily stuff we're good at.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to rush through this lunch rush. So I guess the corporal might be in order.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been more of a corp roll than like a cred roll, because you're trying to engage with the customer, like follow the rules. You don't want to fucking be like, hey, fine, then get the fuck out of here.
So yeah, then I would have failed on that roll.
Yeah, if it was if it was a corporal, you failed it. Yeah. Okay. So, well then. They continue to argue for way too long, and they do hold up the line. That's the result of failing.
And there's lots of grumbly customers and people starting to leave. I'm like, wait, we'll be up. We'll get you all here taken care of. Bobby, get up here and help at the front. Like, Xavier, where the hell are you? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, Xavier comes out from the back and is like, hey, what's going on here? Like, is he like a third key manager?
I'm sorry, what? It's the lunch rush. Why are you not helping?
Well, no, I'm asking, is he like the you got your main manager, assistant manager, and then like the manager who's got keys so they don't have to be there for every fucking shift?
Well, we had previously established that he's not technically a manager. He's just the ranking employee on shift today. So there's no manager here, according to what we said earlier.
Well, then he would probably be the third key manager. Pardon me. Hey, stop trying to knock that over. Right. I don't want to clean it up.
Well, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Sorry.
I was Xavier before, so I'll go ahead and resume that. But he'll come out from the back. What?
We're busy. We need your help.
You can't handle one lunch rush by yourself?
Good Lord, there's what? This is the biggest lunch rush we've ever had, and it's the first day back. I mean, come on, I'm not in my rhythm yet. At least you can do is help for the next 10 minutes.
Pizza. Miss,
and then go back to school.
Miss, I want some cheese pizza.
All right, Xavier, you know what? Should this be a roll to try and get Xavier to actually give a shit? Because the whole thing of your background is Xavier never looks at me.
Because she's trying to deal with management.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a bit of a slack off, so I'm like, get your ass to So what am I rolling against? Corporate cred.
It's cred.
You're rolling against corp.
You're dealing with management.
But can you pull in any of your backgrounds to help with this?
Our connection at the role-playing game, maybe I, give him a hard time.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I'll pull that in.
Guy on there.
It's like, come on, man. Oh, look at that. A 1.
Nice.
All right.
And a 2. But a 1.
So this counts as following the rules, right? Like Xavier's breaking the rules by not helping during the lunch rush, I would think. So calling him out on it.
Well, basically, like, if he was management, he could be pulling management bullshit with, oh, I've got management paperwork to deal with, so I can't. But still, he should be out here helping because...
Yeah, it's the lunch rush. It's the first day back. There's only 2 employees working. He should be out here.
Yeah.
Hurry up. You know, I see Brian and I guess Max in the background.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and move that point because I think it should be moved.
I mean, yeah, Jada's getting him to follow the rules.
Yeah.
So I'm back to 3 and 3.
Yep. Yep. You've course corrected.
Okay, lunch rush is underway. I see Brian and I guess Max hanging out.
No, Brian hasn't left yet. Brian's going to take his lunch a little late.
He's going to take his lunch late. Okay.
Brian's still waiting for the pants to dry. He'd rather stay at work with the apron on, because as soon as Brian takes his break, he has to take that apron off.
Well, yeah. Like Max, do you want Max to be here? Because I could Max could totally skeeve off work for a bit to get lunch.
No, that's okay.
No. Max is here getting lunch because he's getting lunch for himself and Mike. Mike has sent him on a mission to get lunch.
All right. Are you coming to the pizza counter, Max?
Oh, absolutely. Max is waiting in line. I mean, this fucking, look at all these fucking people, he's thinking to himself.
Yeah, Mike was probably real specific, over specific about the fact that he does not want banana peppers. If you bring banana peppers, he will make you eat it, and he will eat yours.
Ooh, that's real tempting there.
You want to get banana peppers on both of them?
Yes. But I think at this point,
Mike does not think of that.
I think at this point, I kind of like Mike, and I really just, I'm getting lunch. I don't have to be at the shop right now.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting in line. It's like, oh my goodness, look at all these fucking zombies. We've been open less than a day and they're all fucking here. What, have they had nothing to do for the last year and a half that they gotta be here now? Damn.
When you come to the counter, Max, I'm going to try and slip you an extra slice of pizza under Xavier's watchful eye.
Nice. I'm into that. So I'm getting Mike. What did he wanted? He just wanted fucking basic ass pepperoni.
Okay, easy peasy.
But does Pizza Mia carry banana peppers?
Oh yeah, we got everything except anchovies because they're gross.
Nobody in California history has ordered an anchovy.
Ooh.
Oh.
So you got pimento olives.
Yeah, we got everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Max is all about trying to get that pimento olive and fucking pepperoni pizza.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna try and sneak that under.
So good.
I'm gonna try and sneak that under Xavier's nose. So I'm gonna roll a cred check real quick to be sneaky.
All right.
Do it.
Oh, nope. That's a 5.
Oh no.
Trying to slip an extra piece of pizza to Max.
So I want to, if I may, have a little secret about Xavier's character since I'm playing him tonight. He
Absolutely.
He sees it, and you fully see him see it, and he doesn't say anything this time.
Oh.
He actually acts as though he didn't see it and goes about his business.
I'm like, okay. Dang it. I'm like,
Max did not catch that at all.
Okay.
here you go, Max. Get out of here.
Yeah, but no, I also needed to stop by because hey, you're taking your break at like after the lunch rush, right?
Yeah,
I need your help
about,
with something.
at about 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
okay.
line's clearing up now.
Okay. Because I need your help with something when you go on your break.
Absolutely. All right.
Nice.
Line. I was assuming like the line has worked its way down, and I'm like, hey, Xav, can I take a break now?
Well, no, has it been pretty busy?
It's been crazy busy. My feet hurt. God, I haven't stood on my feet this long since before the mall was closed.
Yeah, I know. I got old people fucking telling me I work other fucking places. Like I can work. I got like transportation to go like all over the fucking valley to work at places.
Good Lord, and you've got a very distinctive look. How could anyone mistake you for someone else?
He looks exactly like every other punk 17-year-old.
No, I've definitely got a bit more of like a previous decade style.
All right. But to a 55-year-old.
Oh yeah. And that guy's probably just stupid and crazy and old anyway. He's probably got like Alzheimer's or some shit.
What's some old dude doing in the computer store in the first place? I mean, come on.
But yeah, no, I need your help with something. All right.
As soon as I can get away from this counter, I'm all yours.
All right. It's gonna be some good shit. You'll see.
God, I hope so. I'm gonna ask, like, is there a tip jar on the end of the counter for the pizza? Like, no. All right. Well, that's really, I guess, about all I have for that scene. I mean, don't know what else to do there.
Well, I was breaking into your lunch scene a bit for my lunch scene.
Okay, well, we can transition to you and Brian's lunch scene then. Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, so my scene. I'm gonna go ahead and change up the music just because I'm tired of the one I had on. But yeah, so Brian, I think, has been surreptitiously sneaking a hand under the apron to just feel whether the pants still feel wet. And he's decided that it's, everyone else is like back from lunch. You're taking staggered lunch breaks, so he's decided to go last. And he will take off the apron. It has indeed, he still feels damp like inside, but it's no longer visible. So he's like, all right. And he's gonna...
Brian, I feel like maybe Brian should be rolling some cred for doing that, feeling himself up on the down low.
On the down low. I was just thinking someone's going to be like, what the hell are you touching yourself for,
okay,
Brian?
Fair enough. But I am where I think it's not that big a deal to walk behind some and feel like I'm not going all the way to the groin area.
Okay,
yeah, all right.
Maybe a corporate roll on that? No, call it a
no, that would
roll.
I'd say that's a cred roll.
I'd have to agree with Jason.
Trying to be sneaky and down low about it rather than going to the back room when you check.
I have failed the roll. I think a customer saw me.
Oh no, someone like, it's not going to be like the worst thing, but someone demonstrably like, you're doing that, you're feeling it, and you look up and there is this woman with her little baby in a stroller. She's got her little toddler with her, and she is looking right, like she's just come around this fucking rack and is looking right at you.
Of course, it's a woman with a toddler.
Yeah.
It couldn't be some dude who would obviously just be like, you got
whatever
what you gotta do,
and right. There's a beat where she sees you, and then she just turns and walks, and you don't know where she's gone.
Most of these people don't end up buying anything anyway. the store probably isn't going to last that long if they don't start buying stuff. More for me.
On
That's
your
right.
paycheck?
He thinks. Yeah, anyway, by now I'm dry and I'm going out to the little tables outside. I'm not going back to the food court because I still have in my pocket the slice I didn't really eat from this morning. I'm going to, this time very carefully, with extra napkins already on the table, I'm going to pull it out, unroll it. It's all stuck together because I rolled up pizza and then stuck it in my pocket for hours. And then I'm going to eat it. And the whole time I'm thinking, I can't waste this pizza. And I'm very hungry. And it's good to save money. But also, what excuse am I going to come up with to go over to the pizza place again? I guess Jada and Max don't know that I stuck this pizza in my pocket.
Nope.
So I will finish it. I'll wipe up and I'll look at myself in the reflective surface of the handrail to try and make sure that I'm not covered in grease again.
Well, here, Steve,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask something. What does Brian want out of this scene?
Brian wants an excuse to spend... He's looking for an excuse to spend time with Jada alone. So I am going to head over there. I know that lunch rush is winding down. I'm hoping she's still at the counter. And I will go up and say, "Hey, Jada, how about another slice?" But I am pulling out my long chain bearing wallet. I saw how things were this morning, and I'm very clearly not asking you for another free one.
I'm kind of like not looking at you. It's like, what is it you want, Brian? What can I help you with?
Let me have a deluxe, and then I look at my wallet, and then try to act like that's not why, and then I go, no, let me just have a pepperoni, actually, this time.
Okay, then I go about that. I cut a piece off the stuff and throw it in the oven. That'll be just a couple minutes if you want to wait. Did you want a soda or any iced tea with that?
Can I just have a cup for water?
Yeah, that's fine. I give you one of those like small
Yeah, it's like the
plastic.
The wrong kind of cup. Yeah.
Like, did you want some ice in that? I mean, we've got a water dispenser back here. I'll get you some water.
Thanks, Jada. You're the best. And then the whole time I'm just sort of like making like angry eyes at Xavier when you're not.
And I'm just avoiding like looking at you the whole time. It's like, all right, fine. Here's your pizza. That'll be a $2.75.
Wow.
Well, not even that much. It wouldn't be that much, but
yeah.
Anyway.
Even that breaks me. But yeah, I will pay.
Oh, I feel like that would have been like probably $2, like $3 or $4 for that slice of pizza.
95. Nah, maybe.
I don't.
Well, regardless, I pay it. I get the water, and I'm like, so have you gone on your break yet?
No, not yet, but I'm supposed to meet Max here in just a few minutes once Xavier lets me leave the counter.
Oh, cool. I'll hang out with you guys.
Okay. I guess. I mean, I don't know what Max wants me for, but I mean, I guess you could tag along.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, I think Brian doesn't love the word tag along in this context. But he doesn't know how to get out of this situation that he's gotten himself into now. Hey, you play D&D, right?
No, we do sometimes, but right now we're running a short campaign in the Prime Directive, the Star Trek RPG.
Oh, I love Star Trek, but have you seen the newer show that's come out, Babylon 5?
I light up just a little bit. I'm like, oh, and actually look at you for the first time since you've come to the counter. I'm like, you watch Babylon 5?
Absolutely. I was reading about it in TV Guide, right? Here's what people don't know about that show. Like my one friend and my cousin, they think it's just like bad Star Trek, but it's so much better than Star Trek. They have a 5-year story arc planned that they already know how it's going to end. They have 5 seasons planned out in advance, and nothing like it's ever been done on American TV before. And the politics are so real.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I really like it. I don't know.
I didn't know you'd seen Babylon 5. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, I can't get enough of that show. I mean, really, I'm just shocked how, what they can do. It's just amazing.
The makeup is so good, and the way you can like look at a lizard person and forget that it's like a lizard person because he's just so believable as a character. But then also sometimes the writing's like a little bit like every single line of dialogue has to be the most important one in the scene. That's the only complaint I have about it, is everything's a little bit overwritten. But other than that, I think it's going to go down in history. It's one of the best shows ever. And listen, I love Star Trek, but Babylon 5, whew.
Oh my gosh. I think your cred just went up a little bit with Jada.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I should have caught this at the beginning of the conversation. Like the moment Brian mentioned Babylon 5, I should have been like, "Oh, you're trying to fit in with other employees. You're trying to find common interests. Roll your fucking cred, baby."
Yeah, well, I'm giving myself a boost for that because it's my entire background is Babylon 5 quotes.
Yes, it is.
It is. I do remember that. I read those. I was like, "You're Delin? What? I'm sorry, what? Oh, really?
What'd you get?
What'd you get? Double sixes.
Oh, no!
Oh, that is horrible.
Oh, okay. Well, hey.
Wait.
Spoilers.
What? Jada's also into Babylon 5. Was Jada helping me?
Oh, no.
Does that count as
helping? I know what's going on here. Because, see, you've been talking to Jada for a hot minute now. Because you're both really into Babylon 5, right?
Yeah.
And you've been talking and talking and talking. And, oh, hi, Karen. What are you doing here? Because your boss just had to come and find you at the food court.
Okay, I'll go with that. But I'm making the pitch that I can roll one more die. Because the fact that Jada also likes Babylon 5, which I think Brian didn't actually know, counts as helping.
Yeah, we'll give you that. Sure.
Yeah,
it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys.
Go for it. Go for it.
It's double sixes.
Number of the beast. Number of the beast.
Dos.
There it is. There's the success.
Okay. But for me, that was cred. So that's an unqualified success. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
But I think maybe. I think what you said happens anyway. I think Karen has to come and find me, and I'm actually going to.
She is not happy.
Brian's having a shitty day, work-wise, but the greatest day of his social life. So starting a minute ago. So
can I say I see her coming and be like, Brian?
Yeah. So I catch it and then I'm heading back to work as though I was just about to do that.
So Jada sees her coming and is like, hey. So you don't even look at her.
Yeah.
Like you act like you don't even see her and just up and just go right back to work. Like, oh no, I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
Yep.
Oh, thanks for trying to come and I'm so happy you tried to come and find me.
Yeah, I'll do all that shit, and I'm voluntarily moving a point from corp to cred. So I'm now at 1-5.
Good Lord.
All right.
My goal is for Brian to walk out with his middle fingers in the air at the end of his first day of a job ever.
Nice.
So that'll be my scene. I made a connection with Jada. Everything about about getting grease on my pants and having to wear my little pony apron and the lady thinking I was groping myself is all completely overwritten. It's all completely... Jada and I have a common interest, and it's like an intense one.
Yeah.
I heard they're going to replace Sinclair with a new guy.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if... on a personal level, I don't remember when the news broke that it was Bruce Boxleitner, But...
Well, I didn't know who he was before. I remember when my mom was like, "Is that Bruce Boxleitner?" And I was like, "You're not allowed to fucking know who that is."
Right? Well, that's the funny thing. Like, if you go back to Tron, like Bruce Boxleitner and Peter Jurassic both played, those characters. They're like buddies for a brief moment in Tron together.
We have Kenny.
When he was Tron, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was just reading the chat. We have Kenny letting us know that he, in fact, did quit his job at the See Me swap meet after only one day.
Well, there you go.
No, I didn't. That would have been fucking cool. But I've met other people. But
yeah. Stephen first, yeah. That's all of us, right? That's our lunch scenes.
Yeah.
Now we're winding down.
I'm gonna call my scene because I have a goal to pursue.
Jada is on her break and comes to find you next.
Break. Like this is like my 15. Like Jada, are you on your lunch? Or like on your meal break?
Yeah, I've got like 15, 20 minutes.
I've got like 15. It's technically a smoke break, but I don't really smoke. Like, you seen what that shit does to your lungs? Not for me.
Yeah, pretty bad.
But I will totally call out and be like, I'll totally like call up and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm taking a smoke break," and then wander off for 15 minutes. And in this case, yeah, I head up to the food court, catch you on your break. Probably just as Brian is like, I see Brian leaving and don't really know. Like, I go, "Oh, hey, there he goes," and I'm like, "Hey, you got to come down to. I need your help down at the Music Land. I need you to distract the the guy at the register."
Oh, okay, sure, I can do that.
So yeah, we like. I explained to you as I. Do you want to know what I'm doing?
I have a good idea.
I mean, yeah, obviously I'm trying to lift something. They got this fucking import album I want. It is fuck expensive. Because apparently the Japanese think you need to charge like $1 million for a fucking CD.
Okay, well,
but I should be able to block the security thing, like the security sensor. I should be able to mask that. I just need someone to run interference for me while I'm getting that done.
Okay, sure. But if you get caught, I don't know you, so we're gonna have to go in separately.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go in first and start asking a bunch of questions and see if I can't get the guy away from whatever it is you're looking to get.
Yeah, totally. So basically I'm using Jada as help to perpetrate a theft. I've brought some foil, like some aluminum foil from home that I'm going to use to cloak the CD packaging so it won't set off the alarm when I walk back out. And I just need to get it done.
All right.
So I gotta die for help, and this is absolutely something a punk would do.
Absolutely.
All right. So Mr. or Ms. Counter worker at the record store, hey, could you help me out? I'm looking for the latest album from Who's that band? I can't think of them off the top of my head. What's
Who?
a good band from Seattle?
Nirvana?
No, yeah, or maybe God, what is it? Screaming something. Screaming Trees. Do you have any Screaming Trees?
You mean like marijuana?
No, the band. Like I think they've got an album called Uncle Anesthesia and a couple others, but
I don't think they do. What you get on the roll, Jason?
2 2s and a 5, baby.
Okay, that's a success.
Now, here's where it gets a little weird.
Yeah.
So this is absolutely breaking the rules. I am literally thieving.
Yeah.
But oh no, okay, cool. Oh no. So here it is. So I'm breaking the rules, but I'm also perfectly executing my plan.
That's true. I think that given that your plan is stealing, it's very clearly cred.
Okay.
Yeah. There's nothing corporate about stealing from a corporation. Wow.
and since I helped, does that and boost my cred? Do I get my cred back from Corp
Oh,
for helping?
yeah, you are supposed to.
Oh,
You are supposed to benefit when you help.
They are exposed to any complications, costs, or failure as the result of your role. But if Mia wants to call that as her once per beat scene to move her
yeah, if you want.
her scores around, that would be absolutely a good call for it.
And appropriate to the scene.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Absolutely, yeah. Since I'm helping, I'm getting a kick out of doing this.
Yeah.
And to be completely honest with all y'all, back in like the late 80s, maybe like 86, 87, some of the guys I used to hang out with were stealing cassettes and CDs from the record store one day. I had no idea until we got out in the hallway of the mall, and they're like, "Hey, what'd you get? And what'd you get?" And I'm just like, I wasn't in on that plan.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. I wouldn't have stolen anything, but I learned that lesson years before.
Cred should go up.
Yes, absolutely. I had done Jada's but not Max's yet. Oh gosh. Sometimes there's a little delay on my keyboard, so I press the button again, and then you end up with 111 instead of 1.
Oh, you help, man.
So we're all leaning very heavily towards anarchy today.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you saw what my goal was.
The whole reason you have this job, yeah.
Cool. So that's my scene to be perfectly whole. I did I wrapped that. I just trying as quiet as I can wrap that whole fucking thing up in that aluminum foil, slip it under my arm, under my coat, and just walk right out with it. And the sensor for whether it's the aluminum foil, bad sensor, something, whatever, I walk right out that door with it.
Hell yeah.
And just go right back to work.
Brian, blissfully unaware of any of this, is just thinking about everything except work. While he is at work, he's probably showing people the wrong things because he's just not even really listening to what they're looking for. I think that's actually really bad. I think that Brian's actually extremely distracted at work right now because he's trying to figure out what else to talk about with Jada besides Babylon 5. By the way, Kenny pointed out in the chat, Bruce Boxleitner's first season of Babylon 5 had already aired by the time we had that conversation.
Yeah, so Sheridan was already on. Okay,
Sheridan was already on. We knew we were going to get some dates wrong. It was a long time ago for us. But Yeah, so we are. I think Karen probably has to come talk to me about how distracted I am.
Brian, you
Karen,
were late.
hi.
You were late from your lunch break, and you've been kind of obviously not doing a good job today. You've been, not showing much enthusiasm with the customers.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's my first job. I'm doing my best. It's my first day, like working anywhere. I'm trying to learn how things go, but
I get that, but put a smile on your face and just, what's that? What's that? Fake it till you make it. I don't even know if that's a phrase from that period of time. I don't think it was.
I think it was.
Like, well, just be cordial. Treat these people like they're friends from school or something.
I
Most of them don't
don't
know what they
have
want. You steer them
those.
towards what they want. You don't have any friends.
No, I know. I get it in theory, though. Yeah, I'll do that.
What about that cute girl you were talking to at the pizza shop?
Oh,
She not your friend?
um, maybe.
Hmm. Well, I thought I overheard you talking to her about Babylon 5. You do know that is a Warner Brothers property, right? We've got some action figures back here. I
What?
mean, yeah, they just came in today. We got a box full of brand new action figures.
I am going to go look at them. I
Yeah.
didn't know these were here. We went through the stock yesterday. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, well, I set this box aside because we aren't supposed to put them out on the shelf until like middle of the week.
So these are pre-release.
These are pre-release, yeah, yeah. Speaking of a personal level, I actually do have some Babylon 5 action figures.
I have all the box set of the DVDs up there, and they replaced my VHS tapes that I recorded off the TV in the '90s, and I now have the Blu-rays on my wish list.
Yeah, that's on my wish list too, for sure.
I am not kidding.
Anyway.
I had in like late '90s, early 2000s, I had made a list of things I wanted to accomplish before I die, and one of them. This is before they started releasing TV shows on DVD. The first item on my list was own every episode of Babylon 5. And the way that I was trying to accomplish that at the time was VHS recordings.
VHS off TV. Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Me too. Yeah, for
And then
sure.
when they started releasing the DVDs, I'm like, oh man, scratch. Brian immediately begins planning to steal Babylon 5 action figures. I'm looking for specifically a Jakar. If we can get a Sinclair out of that box, that'll be great. Probably what we really need, though, is a Jakar Malari paired set. So
Those are all in there.
I think that's what this scene is turning into for Brian. He's waiting until no one's looking, and he's going to try and get some Babylon 5, probably 2 Babylon 5 action figures out of that box and under his apron without being seen.
Ooh.
I got 5 cred now, but I got no help for this because
Nope.
nothing in Brian's background is helping him steal toys from his job.
We are a Babylon 5 fan, so maybe that does give you a bump. You're being super cautious, or
I
just
would love to be I would love to take a bonus for this, but I cannot justify being a fan as helping me steal. Fortunately, I rolled a 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think I get the Jakar Malari paired set. I get them so that like the tops are tucked in to the waistline under the apron, and then I take like a 5-minute break to excuse myself to the bathroom, and I get them tucked away somewhere where no one will find them until it's time for me to leave.
Nice.
And my plan is after work to give them to Jada.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
No.
Thanks, Brian.
Hasn't happened
Well,
yet.
Brian-
We got to get through the day.
Oh, well, I mean, we have to get to the rest of our day.
Yeah, it's your turn
But I
now.
believe you just maxed out.
You're right. I fucking walk. I transfer
Yeah,
that last
you
point
don't.
right now.
I don't think you're stashing those things in the back. I think you're putting them in your apron and going, grabbing your stuff, like whatever stuff you might have had out of the back, and walking out the front.
You're right. You're right. I forgot that I moved that point automatically. There is no way that I can continue working today. Yeah. I'm out, and I am now just in hiding outside the mall waiting for Jada so I can give her these pre-release Babylon 5 action figures from the BW store.
You are definitely going to become a chaotic and unpredictable force in the mall.
I'm probably graffitiing right now.
You're like, sci-fi stuff is cool.
I'm like,
Bird for life.
Paramount completely stole Deep Space Nine from the Babylon 5 pitch. Which is true. Don't at me.
They deny it,
They
but
deny
yeah.
it, but it's obvious. All right.
Jada, you got an evening scene to call.
Oh my gosh. Winding down, breaks. I think I really don't know what I would want to do. Start cleaning up around inside the pizza shop. Get to the point where we've cooked all the pizzas we've had all day, and now we've just got some out on the slab. No fresh pizzas for the rest of the night. Actually, I'm going to go into the back, and I'm going to use the telephone to call the computer castle.
Bring. Hey, computer store, what's up?
Hey, Max, it's Jada.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, did you get a chance to listen to that CD yet? I know you're at work, but you just never know.
Oh, I still got to get it out of that case.
Oh,
I got it wrapped up in the back.
All right. Well, I would really like to hear that myself. Just put my life on the line for you there.
Yeah, it is some dope rock and roll, girl. Like, when I get it open, I will holler at you, and we will totally listen to it.
Oh, considering this has been a long and very busy day, I haven't really been able to accomplish or set any goals whatsoever today. So,
See,
maybe you can.
That's why I came into this day with my eye on the prize. I had a plan, and it executed. I think part of my plan has wandered off, so it's going to be a little. The final part of my plan is going to be a little difficult, but.
But yeah, we're just winding things down here at the pizza shop. Thank God. I think I've eaten 6 pieces of pizza today. I'm going to have to go for an extra long walk to get that. So I think I'm going to walk home from work tonight.
Do we live anything resembling the same direction?
Yeah, sure, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, catch me on.
Oh.
Whoa!
What the heck? Hello.
Maggie?
Nice. Okay. You are the devil pizza. Okay.
Yeah, no, catch me on my way home, and I mean, I can show it to you. I think I'm gonna have to get into my dad's tools when I get home to literally chew through this fucking plastic.
Oh, yeah. Well, that sounds like no fun. I mean, I know my parents aren't going to be home. You're more than welcome to bust into my dad's tools in the garage.
think I'll take you up on that.
You know how it is. They're out of town. Or going to be out of town again. Guess you're trying to have a small party or something. Maybe that's my goal today, is to gather some folks together to have a party, and we could like play your CD as your new album.
Yeah.
Shoot, spread the words.
Get more people into Guitar Wolf.
That's right. Spread the word. Let's get a few folks over at my place tonight, and we'll have a small party.
Wait, I thought your folks were going to be out of town like at the end of the week.
Well, maybe. Well, maybe tonight too. Let me make a phone call. I'll call you back.
Well, just catch me on the way out. All right.
Okay, sure. Have you seen Brian since lunchtime?
Right then, Brian goes by on a stolen skateboard being chased by a mall cop. He's just going,
Jesus.
Which one of us saw that?
both of you, because I was yelling.
Well, no, because I'm like, we're on the phone. Like I'm off in the mall somewhere.
Oh, that's right. It was a phone call. I thought she came over. First Jada, then Max.
Have you seen? Oh my god! Oh my god! I gotta go.
Oh, okay. Like I'll catch you after work.
Like standing behind me, kind of click. Like,
yeah.
Xavier, I need to run off for a moment. Do you mind managing the counter just for a second?
Oh, yeah. I don't do it again.
Don't do it again. But I'll be back. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yeah, but I've got to cover your shift for you. I mean, it's all right. Go ahead. No, I got you.
Well, I'm already covering someone else's shift, so give me a break here, man.
Yeah, but now I'm covering my shift and yours. Just go. It's fine. Just go.
All right. Yeah. And I go chucking down the hallway after security that's chasing Brian.
What are you trying to do to the security?
Nothing. I just want to catch up and see what the hell is going on with Brian at this point.
I stole a skateboard from a kid outside, and I'm riding it through the mall. That's it.
Okay, well,
I thought it would make me look cool to Jada, I think.
It's caught my attention. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I think if you catch me, I will just give you the action figures right there. Hey, I got something I thought you'd want.
After we skate past Max, run past the computer cast, I'm like,
if we lose the security guard, we can do that. We can do this scene after, if you guys would rather do that. You can do it like after closing.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. Because Max, you guys kind of had a scene together. Was that both of your evening scenes?
No, that's Jada's evening scene. I took the first evening scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I just made my phone call. That was it.
All right.
We're kicking into closing.
Yeah, we'll just move into closing, and I'll come find you after hours for the gifting.
Yeah, so like closing wise, like the shop's been like relatively busy. Mike's had to deal with my bullshit a bit all day. I'm not the easiest kid to work with when you're trying to get your coworker to like focus on work. But I'm trying. I got my precious, and I'm trying to get myself focused back on my work because I don't want my dad to get pissed at me. He's already pissed at me because I fucked over that job at Musicland for undisclosed reasons, and so I come back and there's customers, and I'm gonna people asking questions about stuff, and I'm gonna try and help them and point them at the right thing. Ask Mike if I don't know something, I'm going to be like, hey, give me a sec. I need to ask my boss because I'm not as up on all this computator stuff. So I need to get his expertise on it so I can give you the service you deserve. Absolutely confusing people because I'm dressed like I'm dressed. And they're like, okay, kid, but whatever.
Yep.
But Okay, cool. I don't want to lose that. Pardon me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So with my computer store expertise, yeah, that doesn't go so great. How did things go wrong for me? Yeah, I cannot up with how I can't seem to recall the name of the store very well. Like I am having nothing but trouble. Like I'll go to Mike and be like, "Hey, this customer is asking like this and this. Like what should I tell them?" And he'll tell me, and then I'll go back to the customer and go, "So you need oh man, hold on, give me a sec." And I go back to Mike. What did you say again? And it's like I just cannot keep like anything in my head right now.
I said a floppy disk.
Yeah. Floppy disks. It's a floppy disk or a hard disk.
It's a floppy disk, even though it's hard, because it's 3.5 inches, and they call them floppies because of what's inside, not because it's hard on the outside. All right.
Yeah, but there were those other discs,
the 5 1/4 discs. People
and
don't
they were
really
actually
use.
floppy.
Yeah, but people don't really use those as much anymore. 5 1/4 discs. It's harder to find the drives for them, but he needs a 3.5 disc. Have you played Doom? I know you've played Doom, right? The thing that there was 4 of for Doom. You've never played Doom. All right, listen.
I don't think I've played Doom.
He's gonna hold one up. He needs one of these.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe if I gave him like the bigger ones, because I assumed like they're bigger, so they'd have more memory on them.
No, it's not memory. It's storage capacity.
Fold them up.
It's not.
They can just fold them up and put them in there.
No, you can't fold them up. They don't have memory on them, and the bigger ones do not hold more.
But they're bigger.
Okay. Listen, sit down, and then Mike sits you down and tries to explain the concept of floppy disks for way too long.
Well, and that's a good, fade to the fade out of the scene.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it! Sorry.
What do we break?
I'm just knocking stuff over.
All right,
Mia. What's Jada's closing?
It comes time to divvy up the tip jar, and I insist that I am entitled to more of the tips since I worked like 3 times harder than Xavier did all day.
No, because you also left and ran after your friend on the skateboard in the middle of your shift.
But we weren't busy at all. But you sat back in the office for the majority of the rush hour, and really?
Yeah, really. What do you think the role is to try and convince Xavier? Because I can see it either way on this one. You're trying to get more money, which you're not technically entitled to, but you're also calling him on his bullshit, which would be corp.
I would honestly say corporate. You're dealing with like this guy for all intents and purposes is management right now, and you're doing management.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. I was working my butt off for several minutes before I actually asked you for help. I rolled a 2.
That's complication. So he says, all right, fine. You can have 2/3 of the tips if you come out with me after the shift.
My jaw drops. Why, Xavier?
Cause I want to go out with you. Do you want to go?
Kind of like stunned silence for a moment, and a hard swallow. Um, tonight?
Yeah. Or tomorrow.
Um, well, let me make a phone call. Tomorrow would be better if that's okay. I
Yeah.
mean, I have plans tonight
We'll go see
already.
that movie that's playing. Die Hard.
Was Avengers?
Hard.
I don't even I don't, oh, sure, sure. That sounds like fun. Are you gonna pay
Oh,
or?
I'm sorry. It's Under Siege 2, Dark Territory.
Oof.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
Because, yeah, I'm giving you 2/3 of the tips and I'm paying for the movie.
Oh, gosh.
Because that's
Oh
what
my
gentlemen
goodness.
do is they pay for the movie. And that's not
Oh my
related.
goodness.
That's not related to work.
Oh, that sounds great. Thank you. It sounds great.
All right. And so, yeah, I think that the secret that Xavier had is why he never looks at Jada.
Well, popular girl apparently.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Great. Thanks. See you, I guess, probably tomorrow for work and
Yeah.
then tomorrow night.
Did you want to see Under Siege 2 or Judge Dredd?
Oh, that Sylvester Stallone movie, Judge Dredd. I mean, the comic books are really good. You know, that 2000 AD.
That's right, and you and I have no way of knowing anything about the movie yet, so maybe we want to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, we should probably see it. I mean, Sylvester Stallone's made some really good movies. So
Yeah, but did you see Under Siege 1? Oh, he stuck a knife right through the top of a guy's head.
oh yeah, that's Steven Seagal. Just
That's Seagal,
wow,
man.
wow.
This
Just,
one's on a train instead of a boat.
oh gosh, that's a tough call. I mean, right now Steven Seagal's like the thing, so maybe we should see that.
Yeah. All right. We can wrap this up if you're ready.
Let's wrap that up.
I have a whole list of movies that came out in July of '95 here.
That's all good. We'll wrap it there. We're gonna go see Under Siege 2.
All right, we got Waterworld and Clueless as well, and Species, Leprechaun 3.
Oh, there's some Species. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. All right.
And
Yeah. So now it is
after hours.
after hours.
Calling it a day. Yeah, Maximilian is gonna. Yeah, he like, Mike gave him the long talk, and hey, dude, you gotta pay more attention. You gotta work on this shit, man. Like, I know you're new, and you don't seem to be that into computers, but if I'm gonna keep you on, you gotta learn you gotta pick some of this shit up.
Don't forget, I know a guy who knows your dad.
Well, exactly. And Max is like, okay, I'll try and pay better attention tomorrow. Okay, okay, man, I'll try. And Brian, being an absolute dork, goes, there is no try, only do.
You mean Mike?
That's what I meant.
Yes.
What did I say?
I know everybody's boss is me for some reason, except for my own boss. You said Brian.
I wasn't even paying it. Ugh. Yeah, no, Mike says it, and Max is just like, huh? Okay. Because he's not that big into Star Wars.
You could roll cred for something and see if you could devil pizza your way out of here.
No, I don't. I'm not actually looking to devil pizza my way out.
All right.
Like I got what I wanted, and now I'm trying to like be cool
until you can get it home.
Yeah, until I can get it somewhere where I can chomp it out. And I want to keep earning my monies.
I think Brian just has more important things to do.
Yeah, he's got to get a life.
He's working on it.
But yeah, no, it's clear up at the computer shop, and wrap up. Like he walks me like through doing the register, like closing out the register again, cleaning everything up, and you know what? Trying to do all that. Max is actually trying to do some good work right here. He's trying to pay attention again.
Yeah.
So he's going to roll his cred to see if he can do some good work.
Alrighty.
Or his corporate to see if he can do some good work.
I keep saying them backwards, too.
No, he's like, Mike can see that he's trying, but he's also not doing that great at it right now.
Yeah.
So Mike's telling himself, I told his dad, I told my brother I'd give this kid a chance, but he really needs to get his shit together. And Max doesn't know. Max doesn't pick up on any of that. Max is just like, cool, my day's over. I'm out of here.
And what about Jada?
Jada, after the revelation that Xavier wants to take her out on a date, towards the end of the shift, she will apologize for being difficult during the shift, making up some sort of an excuse like, just didn't sleep well last night. My parents were having a fight this morning, and it just kind of threw me off, and I came in here with the wrong attitude.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about that. I mean, I was not in the best shape this morning either, if I'm being honest.
And gosh, I mean, it's good to be back to work, but my feet are killing me. Again, I was telling Max earlier, I've been on my feet all day, and it takes some getting used to after so long.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was sitting down in the back.
Well, you were in charge today, and that is your. But next time we get that busy, I should call you out sooner if you don't mind.
Yeah, you're right. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Well, have a good night, Xavier. I'll see you in the morning.
All right. I'll see you then. I'm excited for tomorrow. Except,
oh yeah.
Probably it's like 95. I'm probably not allowed to say that because of toxic masculinity.
We'll see you then.
It's not cool to say I'm excited for a date. I have to act like it's normal that I'm going on a date.
Okay. Well, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah. All right.
Hopefully the movie's good.
Yeah. I think probably as Jada leaves and rounds the corner into the dark alleyway, there's Brian standing there. Hello, Jada.
Oh, Brian. Hi. You scared me.
I saw you chasing me when I was on that skateboard.
I was concerned. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Sometimes you just gotta give the finger to your boss and steal a skateboard. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Apparently stealing stuff is going around today.
Yeah, well, the mall cops here suck. He couldn't catch me to save his life.
Yeah, he's yeah.
I wanted to see you because I got something for you.
Oh, okay.
I was at work today, which I don't think I'm going to be tomorrow. I don't think I have a job anymore. I'm gonna try and go back. We'll see how it goes. But I did disappear partway through the day, and I don't think they like that kind of thing. Also, when I was there, it wasn't good. But I got these. They're pre-released. They're not out till Wednesday. It's a Londo and a Jakar paired set.
Oh my gosh! You're right. I've been saving money for those.
Yeah. Well, I want you to have them. It's my sort of souvenir of the time that I worked at the BW store at the Northridge Fast Food Center for part of one day.
Well, it's really cool that they gave those to you.
Absolutely. They did that.
Wow. Did they?
Yeah, they will. It's just a perk for working there,
But you were only there for one day. Well, I'm sorry you lost your job. Maybe another place here in the mall will hire you, but
Technically,
the security guy may not.
Technically, I have not lost my job. I have not been fired. Or if I have been fired, I have not been informed that I'm fired. So technically, I'm still employed. That's how the law works, which I saw on TV.
Okay, well, shoot, these are great. Thank you. I mean, I'm so tempted to take these out of the packaging. I just don't know,
Listen, that's up to you because they're yours.
I just can't help it. And they've got these little miniature versions of the spaceships with each of the characters too. That's really cool.
That's a really good thing. I thought that too.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna. Wow. These are gonna go right up on my shelf.
Awesome.
Next to my other.
Well, listen, I'll be back tomorrow because even if I don't work here anymore, I'm gonna tell my parents that I do. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll see you then.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I'm evil now.
You're a bad man, Brian.
He's gonna go in for the hug and see how that goes.
Awkward.
Okay.
Now her mind's on Xavier.
Yeah.
And even though you just gave her like the thing, she's just kind of like.
But Brian's always the last to know about the stuff he should really know about. All right, that's it for Brian. His life is ruined.
Bad Brian Lang. Okay. All right.
Well,
Nice.
Thanks, Brian.
Everybody's so boys steal and girls get dates is what we learned from this episode.
Apparently.
Yeah. Xavier did not steal that we know of, but he did.
Yeah.
He did slack on company time.
He probably took like half the tips out of the jar while I ran off to chase Max.
And we also don't know how much pizza he was eating in the back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How much did he take?
This was a fun game, man. I think it would be interesting with a longer time period. There is a shortcut in the book for like playing a faster version where you can skip morning and evening, which I think we would have had to do if we'd had 2 more players because we wouldn't have had time.
I was thinking about saying, hey, maybe we should just skip evening after break.
Yeah.
Like at that point, it felt like we were getting a little more into the groove of not dragging our scenes out.
Yeah, we started cranking them out in the second half a little bit faster.
Yeah.
This definitely feels like a game I didn't have the hang of right away. Like, it's not that complicated, but at the same time, like, it's not that complicated mechanically, but at the same time, it's hard to figure out what to make your scene about.
It's a different perspective and like approach from a lot of like traditional TTRPGs, because that's why I was asking like partway through, hey, what do you want out of this scene?
Yeah. Because
I was realizing, oh yeah, no, we're setting up scenes, but we don't really know what we want out of them.
Yeah.
And we should be establishing the stakes of what we're doing at the start so we can have something to work towards.
Yeah, that's true. And that would help.
But it didn't even occur to me to bring it up.
And also, well, that did occur to me because, I mean, every scene, just from writing training that I have as a film school graduate, every scene should have a goal for every character. Yeah. But at the same time, I was sitting here like, the only goal I really have for Brian is Jada, and she's not in most of my scenes. So it's like, I don't know what to do.
That's like, yeah. I was like trying to work out what Max wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had him mostly together, and it was just like, what does he want? And I just started like kind of bopping around, like, does he want to ask some girl out? Does he want like? And then it hit me like, no, he wants a cool punk album that's come out kind of recently. Like, it was supposed to be, this is new. And then we kind of bumped like the date back half a year, and it was like, well, it still kind of works because it's an import album, and he doesn't really want to pay for it anyway because it's really expensive. And then that became my goal for Max, is I want to steal this fucking CD from fucking Music Land.
Yeah, I did like Brian at the beginning, just trying to get through his workday without making too much of an ass of himself after this horrible thing happens at the beginning. Like that's similar to situations I've been in real life, like at school, falling in the mud right before class, and like there's nothing you can do about it. You're already at school. You don't have extra clothes. Like, yeah. So that actually felt like good. But then once that was resolved, I didn't have much to go back to.
No, I have a pair of work trousers that have a little like hole in the crotch, and I can't really afford to replace those fuckers right now, but I wear an apron at work. So
there you go.
Whatever. I don't fucking care. Ain't that big a fucking deal. But yeah, no, like I think I would not mind revisiting this game if not, these characters.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Like sometime later or whatever. Just with a more solid grasp, reminding myself early on to set the scene. What's the stakes you want for this scene? What's your goal for this scene? Kind of thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I think that I was struggling with that early on of just I don't really know what I want to do to start off.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit in advance about we were just going to go in and wing it because we didn't really know what we wanted to do. But we might have had a more solid play experience if we hadn't done that. If we had talked about a little bit more about what our characters wanted out of the day.
Yeah. And that's fine, man. It's not like we've been setting this game up over months.
That's true. I literally read it today. Yeah.
So, I'm all I don't feel like we had it was a bad experience. I had fun.
It was a good experience. I'm just the only part of it that is a little bit awkward for me is just the fact that we also did it as a show when we were a little bit clunky, and where that wouldn't bother me at all if we were just playing it in a private room.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Still a lot of fun though. I enjoyed playing NPCs at the same time and just feeding into the whole thing that way.
Yeah, no, I like that bit.
Good time.
Yeah,
I like the improv aspect of it. I really wish I could find a PDF copy of Primetime Adventures 2nd edition. Because I have 3rd edition and it's a little bit different. So I'm I don't it's not clicking with me as well, whereas I've run 2nd edition, but 2nd edition is out of print, and I can't find a PDF for it.
I believe that together we can solve that problem, but not tonight. Let's sign off. I'll see everyone next Monday. There will not be a show on Friday. My mother's birthday is this weekend, and I got stuff to do, which is a surprise, but she doesn't watch my show, so I can say it all I want. I'll see you guys next Monday when Alan will be running Call of Cthulhu for us in person. And I guess I'll see you guys quite a bit thereafter soon, because that's a 3-week game. So yeah. Good night, everyone. Thank you for bringing this, Jason. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank you for playing.
Good night.